I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
All right, we back. Joey just launched a short. He's got a new fucking duds on and a backpack. What's up, Negasonic Blue? What do we got going on here? It is all about communication. Bob, welcome in. Let's jump in. It's all about the communication.
All right. Welcome, folks, to the show.
And let me know if I am the stream is laggy because I had issues yesterday. I think it's resolved.
Another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. That's right. So, a little tired, but I feel pretty good today. It was a beautiful butterfly. It was yellow. It looked like a monarch butterfly.
Jungle.
Learn to appreciate everything.
Chris Hansen.
It's much more beautiful. But I'll give you all a minute to try to gather around here. Gather around. Give you all a minute to try to get in here and get ready and get going. But I'm looking a little classy today for now. I actually
Classy.
brought my backpack with me because whatever I do today, I wanted to do some research.
B-List, what's up?
It's a lot that I have to do, and there's never enough hours in the day for me to do it. Being honest.
What do you need your backpack to do research for?
That I'm doing now. I'm not saying that it all makes money, but it's just I'm busy. I'm really working on this and developing and trying to expand, and it just seems like I never have enough time to do anything, and it's very difficult, but we'll see, do the best I can. I have a PSA public service announcement that all of you need to hear. That's right. So I'm going to give you all a minute to gather around in here. I will announce my public service announcement for everybody to hear. That's right.
Drum roll. Do I dare play the...
Oh, he waved at me. Said hi. It's all about perspective.
Easy, but
it's all about gaining clarity in every situation. What people have to understand with me is I'm a master at everything I do. Okay? And
to an extent,
I'm
yes.
an empath, right? And I'm a master at influencing. $1 million mouthpiece, master in communications. The minute I start talking, it's pretty much effortless. And I'm going to be able to gain what I want.
Let's take it.
A lot of it comes from the fact that my dad was a UT graduate injury lawyer. He's very good at talking. And I just learned it from him and picked it up from him. And it's always, stuck with me. And it's kind of a natural and native. I'm not going to say that because I didn't talk till I was like 3. So that's why I don't know Spanish very well. I had to take
What
classes.
The fuck did he just say? I didn't talk until I was about 3 years old. That's why I don't speak Spanish very well. Fuck me.
For it. But they wanted to make sure I was at least speaking English because I didn't talk for a long time. That's just how I am. I'm quiet. And I was probably paying attention because I'm gifted. And probably didn't want to get involved. Knowing me, I probably just was, you know, I talk now, you know, and it's a gift I've been given by God and have to work on and cultivate. I mean, it took a while, man. It took to get to the point I'm at now. It took years. It took years of cultivating. I mean, when you rap and you write music and all these things were skills I learned along the way. You know, it took years. It's taken years of development just to get to this point. Even just the tones and how I talk took years of development.
What?
And a lot of people don't understand that. You know, they think it just comes naturally. Nah, I had to start like everyone. First radio shows I ever did, I had to teach myself how to do it. It was a learning curve, and there was a learning curve, and it was a learning process. So, you know, it's not it's something that's a learned skill. You have to learn it, and it's just that simple.
Talking is a learned skill.
So, outside of
From the
that,
master of communication.
I mean, we're just going to keep. Real talk. We'll keep moving forward. Keep on winning. We'll keep on making it do what it do. And it don't get no better. But my public service announcement will be said right now. Let's see here. And my public service announcement, people, hold on real quick. I want to be on camera to say it. All right. Because it's a big deal, because I am a big deal. That's right, because I am the famous celebrity, real Batman, that everybody is watching and paying attention to and listens to, because I know what I'm talking about. That's right. So today, oh, for real. Today, my wonderful public service announcement. Hold on, let me get on camera. Get my sunglasses right.
There's your hero. Classy. This is what he
Today,
defines as
folks,
classy.
my wonderful public service announcement, can't see the buttons, is that Rob Rack and I are now best friends. That's right, I said it. Rob Rack and I have now become best friends. When you're the best of friends, doing 18-hour live streams together. Ah! Oh, for real! Oh, for real! It's too much! Ah! I can't do this! Oh. Hair is getting out of control, man.
For the love of God.
But yeah, Rob Reck and I have now become best friends. We had a lengthy conversation. No, I think he's a pretty cool dude. Actually getting to talk to him, and I knew he was going to ask me that, and I was never on any energy. I just was trying to talk, and it seemed to be a task to be able to talk and communicate with him, because he was on whatever he's on,
Now give me a couch and a
folks
refrigerator.
got to understand. I just respond accordingly.
Did he get his backpack from Rob Rack's Backpacks? I wonder.
In any situation. Other than that, over here, I'm just making jokes, man. I'm just, doing radio and saying whatever I think to be true. And that's what I do, man. It's my career. So, you know, if folks feel some way, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that, you know, besides try to bring clarity and explain to them, which I did. But everybody loves the Rob Rack song. What do you mean? Rob Racko, Rob Rack Wack said Rob Racko, Rob
Rob's
Rack Wack.
backpacks.
Rob Wacko, Rob Wack Wack said Rob Wacko, Rob Wack Wack. Everybody loves it. Everybody.
Fuck yeah, Grandma.
Like you see, they got money for electric bikes for them. They don't give me a dime. Nothing. And that's why when I get my money, right, I'm keeping all of it. It's my money. I'm going to help the people who help me and the people who I want to bless and who actually deserve it. That's right, folks. But yes, Rob Rack and I are now officially best friends. That's right, best friends. Golly, this hair's out of control, man. You're the best of friends. Talking about women together.
The whole Steve's left in his heart has officially been filled. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus.
Might be an
Look at this.
18-hour live stream.
Look at this.
Just you and me. You're the best of friends. Well, yes, apparently there was some viewers that weren't too happy about it. And just like we were talking about it with so-called women, right? So-called women, because it seems that all they want is to cause confusion and have misery galore. And, you know, none of us ever get along or come to the round table and have a discussion together. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, it needs to be said. I mean, at what point are we going to just acknowledge basic reality here and the facts and say, you know, look who's doing it to us, you know, let's look at the reality. And I thought it was a great conversation. It was great radio. The other guy came up there. He's cool. I like him. You know, I think he's all right. I listened to him before on there. And he was like, man, this needs to be on television. I mean, yeah, it does. And that's what we're working towards every day. That's what a lot of folks don't understand. Like, I take my craft real serious, man. When I had all the money, I was trying to create my own independent radio stations, like with my own radio signal. And I was actually on the verge of kind of doing it. I think I did do it, but, you know, I couldn't get any marketing or promotion or drive to it because it would have taken time. And it was they make it very difficult.
I just looked on Rob Rock's channel. He doesn't have any recent lives up unless he's deleted some. I know he got kicked off live stream for copyright or whatever it was a couple days ago, but yeah, he doesn't have anything unless it was other dude's channel.
It wasn't an easy thing, you know, to do. Like, in other words, you could get like a radio signal, but you wasn't going to get no fluctuate. Like, there was no circulation. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're not going to have any listeners. But yeah, folks got to remember, like, I'm an actual, like, genius. So, like, I'm going to get what I want and I'm going to win no matter what, you know, especially if it's like a race to something, I'm going to win. Okay. And you got to take a look at what I've been through, which is insurmountable odds. And I'm going through it in front of you every day. And I just keep pushing, you know. And right now I'm really working towards gradual progress and really trying to make a huge difference. And this is the scariest part for me with what I'm going through and been going through for years. It's hard. Y'all think it's easy. It's not easy. It is never easy. It's not easy. You know what I mean? And I don't even really be talking. I keep things to myself because that's how it has to be. Because I know that the devil is always paying attention. You know, and that's all that I want to get away from. I'm a man of God. And, you know, a lot of times, like when I come on here, the devil just be always popping up in my comments trying to talk to me, like real talk. Like if they could, it's every day, you know, and I don't want to talk to you.
You don't have your comments
to talk
open.
about, devil. Just go on about your business. Skedaddle. This is a place of God. Truly. This is a place of God. But yeah, the devil likes to use his vessels and pop up and, hello, Tyree. Like, what do you want? Like, you don't seem to know when to catch the head. Like, man of God here. Skedaddle. Keep it moving. So, yeah, you know, but it just goes to show that it's real. And yeah, I mean, he uses vessels just like God uses vessels. And God is a using me. Trust and believe that. So,
CIA,
it's all
what up?
spiritual. It's all very real. And, you know, that's why they would do that. That's why they would go in the chat. That's why they try to come on the panels, because that's the way the devil works, does it not? That's their slogan, is it not? To divide and what? They don't want us to come together. And that's the thing that I disagree upon with what was being said when he said, I disagree. I don't. I think that we need to just have clear, pure unity. And to think anything else, brother, is silly. You know, I mean, truly, you know, but when it's your show, I understand it because I do this for a living. So I would want to be respected. So I respect you and I respect what you're saying, whether it be fact or opinion. And that's what I did, gave him the respect that he deserves. But I think he's a pretty cool guy once you get to talk to him. I have a feeling that he might be somewhat misunderstood. And I mean, I went up there and actually had understanding for him. I was listening to him talk, and I can hear it because I come from the street.
Who's this other guy he's talking about?
You know, saying the truth. Like,
what's up, Mimi?
I think a lot of it comes from things that he's been through, and I think he's just trying to work that out. And
Ebony and Ivory.
I mean, he actually has proven to me he's somewhat of a pretty real individual. You know, so I mean, I respect that. You know what I mean? But you know, we're just trying to help him. To be perfectly honest, that's all I've ever tried to do on here with everybody is help them. But most folks, they don't want to listen, and they look at it like it's something different. We're just trying to help, man. You know, and just like I told him when I said, when I get all the money,
his last community post is from 8 days ago.
You know, I'll create some opportunities for you. And he said, you know, I don't need opportunities. I'm good. Well, you know, he has a habit of having an answer for everything, but it's not necessarily reality or the truth. And that's all I'm saying. And that's a fact, and we all know it. You know, so no, I'm sitting here trying to help him. And right now, at this given moment in time, he's in a position to help me. That's what it's all about. It's about helping me be able to help you. In other words, guy like that, what Rob Rack should truly be doing, if you want to get real and realistic and talk some real stuff and real game, partner.
Here it comes.
What he should be doing is investing. Put on my glasses. He should be investing into what? Into me, into what I'm doing, into what? The project I've been running for 3 years, because it's very real, and there's nothing fake about me or it, and he knows that. And I have a lot of power, and I carry a lot of power in the street, and it's very real. And I mean, I could run this operation and do this anywhere. I could do it in Sacramento. I could do it, and that's where he's at. I could do it in Los Angeles. I could do it all through Cali. Cali's where I really want to go. Part of me, I would love to go to New Orleans. Love to go to all these places. But again, none of this is in my hands, and all I'm saying is, you're the one who's in the position to help me right now, brother. If you hear this, you're the one who could get me where I'm right and in a better situation, right? And that's what I mean. Like when he says, to donate to him, I get it. We all ask that, you know, and I'm not even worried about the chat room games, because again, you have to have a voice and identity. Oh, I said it. You have to be a part of the conversation, which the conversation was between him and I. Right? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, do you really think he'd really be talking to me if I wasn't someone and he didn't know it? Probably not. I mean, given that he may talk to anyone, but I'm just saying, I mean, like he asked me, like, it feels good to be up here, right? Like, yeah, it was cool. I enjoy it. I'll go up there again if he does one today, if I'm able to. I'm a little tired, but I would, I enjoyed it.
Facts,
and
CIA.
We had a very real conversation. And to be honest, he's one of the only people, especially on this network, and few people that will actually formulate his own opinions and venture to disagree with me at times, which I don't mind at all. And I actually encourage, and I like it and appreciate it. That's what folks don't get. I have no issue with folks disagreeing with me. I think that it's part of the game and part of reality and a very necessary part, and it's just that simple, I don't have any issue with it, truly. So, I mean,
he mentioned some other dude, CIA, Negasonic, anyone. At the beginning of the stream, he mentioned Rob and the other dude. Did anyone catch who that was? Maybe it was on that person's channel, because Rob he hasn't done anything lately. So I don't know if he's just making this fucking shit up. He had to have talked to him somehow.
Like I said, I mean, we all go through things. It seems like, like me, he's been through a lot. I still truly believe that nobody's been close to what I've been through, but it's not a competition, truly. But trust me, I mean, nobody's been through what I've been through. Nobody.
That's what I thought, nigga.
And I mean
the other
that,
guy,
and that's something that I do stand on, but I would never debate it because it's not up for debate.
I mean, this clearly could be just all fucking an idea in his fucking head that he's just making up on the fly here.
But I went through and I talked about it publicly, and it's been impossible. Well, I'm the greatest testimony of all time. I didn't say that. God said that. So that carries some power with it. You feel me? It's getting hot. So, I mean, I thought he was a cool dude. I really enjoyed the conversation. I thought it went really well. I thought it had a lot of purpose, to be quite honest. I just thought it was good all around. Thought it was a good look. But that's just what I do, man. I try to encourage people the right direction, to go the right direction and keep them in the right direction. And if you notice and listen, that's what I tried to steer him towards and show him the way, like.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are subbed to him too. I haven't gotten any notifications from Rob Rack in a few days. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It's all about coming to God, truly, brother. Because when you come to God, you don't have time for all the other nonsense, you know, like drinking and stuff like that, you know, and it's just clear as day that that is part of this, and it's that simple. I don't know who this is or what, but I don't care. I'm going to come right through here.
What's up, B-Hash?
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, everything with me is real. Everything out here is real. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't my friend. You know what I mean? And I'm me. And I'm going to keep on doing me and doing what I need to do and what I'm supposed to do. And it's that simple. You know? That's why we leave the cameras running, and that's why we do what we need to do. And it's just,
I think it was something Sticky said in his chat. It really fucking irked him. And I don't think he's had his chat on since.
that simple. Feel me? So it ain't going to change at all. How you doing, brother?
Confrontation.
See, that's what I'm saying. You have to pay attention, because I can feel the energy a mile away, you know, and I'm just smart, you know, and I'll teach y'all the game. I'll put you on game. Like, you see how I said something and I speak? That's what you have to do.
Says the guy that says I didn't talk until I was 3 years old. That's why I don't speak Spanish very well. That's got to be the quote of the year so far. Holy shit.
Because when you establish dominance and you show that there is no fear, no matter who it is, they have to acknowledge that. They pay attention to that and they see that. You understand? And you just never know what folks are on. There's all sorts of real stuff out here. This is a very real
like
environment. It is not fake. Everything that I've told you is a fact and is the truth. But that's the thing, you know, you always have new people that may not know who I am, may not know any better. And you got a lot of folks get straight out of jail, okay, which is what it's looking like. That's what it looks like, a situation like that. You have folks that get straight out of Carriazalas up here, to get out of jail. So they coming out of jail on some jail type thought process. You know what I mean? So that's why for me, like, if I'm working, I'm working. But there's no need for me to be like overly aggressive. I'll be assertive. There's no need for me to be like overly aggressive or like usually when folks get out, I'm the one who helps them. Like if they need to make a phone call or something, if they need something, you know, if I can help them with water or something. So you just have to pay attention to who you're dealing with, because that's the thing. Like,
how many screenshots did you have to go through to find that one, CI? Oh shit.
I was walking right now. I'm trying to pay attention. Are they starting to walk towards me or what? You know, because I got a space thing. Like, you got to give me my 5 feet. I'm a real one. You know what I mean? And folks will look at me and they're not going to know that. I'm a very real one. You know what I mean? So I'm real as it gets. Feel me? Don't let the appearance fool you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, me, I'm not here to make no mistakes. I'm not trying to get caught up in any type of situation. I got to stay out of trouble. Came too far. I built too much. So I don't have time to waste. My time is precious. And I don't got time to waste with folks who may not understand. You know, it's that simple. It could be anyone. Or folks who don't have nothing to lose and nothing going for them. Which, sorry, but it's a reality, and it's a lot of people. And I say reality. I don't sugarcoat nothing for nobody, no matter where I'm at. That's facts. I stand on business, real. And that's my thing. Out here, I don't need to stand on business. Who are you? Nobody. Real talk. Feel me? So that's why I just stay out the way, keep it moving. Hi, how you doing? Keep walking. You understand? Like, people don't get, like, I'm an empath, but like, I know how to manipulate. Easy. I play chess, not checkers. You see me doing it right now, right?
One dude just got let out of fucking jail, and it's all up in his fucking head right now about how close the guy fucking, Jesus, it's fucking crazy.
You see me winning, right? This is what they can't teach you. This is what school won't teach you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people don't get what comes with my career. Like, I'm really around a lot of criminals all the time. I've been like that my whole life. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of you know what presence around me too. I came up like that, like Pac. Like, I'm the real thing. So that's the thing. Like, whatever folks is on, I have a backpack right now. I'm about to do some crossword puzzles today, and I have my journal, and I'm gonna might write some music. Uh, I have my headphones with me. There's an off because
Bullshit.
they recognize me. So, I mean,
He's
it's
got a
arts and crafts
coloring
day to
book
day
and
for
his fucking
Batman.
Crayolas.
You know, so I'm not
Mommy fucking packed him a fucking lunch and said, "Get the fuck out of that fucking house. You can go to the park and do your fucking crossword puzzles."
concerned.
Fuck me.
You know, I'm always working and I'm always paying attention, but I'm just not concerned. Just like I said, I'm not really concerned with the valley. I've already done everything here. It's good. It's good to go. You know, so anybody with a point to prove, that's fine. I mean, why me though? You know, you're not going to get anywhere with me. You're not going to win with me. You're not going to prove any point with me.
Crossword
You know,
puzzle
I came
poverty.
up through all the
Oh,
shelters.
that's
I
going
came
to the
up in
hopper for sure, dude. Oh, I gotta write that down.
jails. I came up. I was in and out of,
Where's
you
my
know,
paper?
all sorts of different situations. I got busy. I'm a street legend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not concerned. I'm a grown man. You know, so it's like you may be on what you on today. You might be having a bad day. You may feel the way you feel about whatever. I don't care. Hello, how you doing? Keep it moving. You see my point? That's the only thing that makes sense. With me, I got too much to lose. And you hear me keep saying that because it's the truth. I got too much to lose. Yeah, I got it hard, but I also got a lot going for me, and I got too much to lose. And my beautiful future. And I'm not going to sit here and play games about that, about my future, about my career, about anything that matters to me that I've worked my entire life for. And that may be the biggest difference between me and most of you, you know, is I'm not willing to even pretend to play games about any of that. You understand? So it's like, I mean, I don't give people an excuse. In conversation, when dudes are out in these streets, I try to go out my way to not say a word to them and avoid them.
10 minutes he's going on because he just crossed paths with somebody in the street that just got let out of jail. Holy shit.
You understand? Now, if I'm Batman, I'm probably watching and paying attention. You know, I ain't doing no talking. It's different. You know what I mean? But today is Arts and Crafts Day, right? So I'm focused on doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I am every day. And like I said, all I'm doing is training now for everything else. I'm not worried about nothing else out here. I'm not. Like, that's my point. Whatever other people are on, you got to eventually mature and grow up and realize it's not worth your time. Okay? There's nothing, you know, fearful or scary or anything like that about being about what matters to you and being about your business. In fact, I think it takes a real man and is the utmost form of strength to draw the line in the sand and say, hey, listen, buddy, this is what it is, period. And that's what I did a long time ago. And,
Yeah, like
you know,
homeboy telling
it
you to fuck
never will
off
change.
phone bill.
You know, because it's the difference. It's the difference between whole situations transpiring because you said too much to someone and the difference between going on about your business and having a beautiful day. You understand what I'm saying? Some folks have nothing to lose or feel like they have nothing to lose, you know, and everybody has something. Everybody has something going for them. But a lot of folks don't see it that way. I mean, that's just not a game I participate in or a game I play. You know what I mean? That's something I learned. That's a learned skill that God showed me. I keep my separation. I keep my distance. I'm all right. You know, I ain't trying to know you. I don't need none of that. I need money. You understand? Like, real talk. I need money. I had a dude give me 7 cents yesterday.
7 cents.
I'm sorry, but just keeping it realistic, I don't know what that was about, but what the hell am I going to do with 7 cents? Like, but you expect me not to say something? Like, yeah, I talk about everything. It's kind of odd, you know. I just left it there. I didn't even take it. Like, I bought all that, buddy. It's odd. I mean, just realistically, you know, it's not going to do anything for me. So what was the point? You know? And I don't know. I mean, if folks are trying to help, cool, but a lot of times I just can't figure them out. I feel like people be on a deceptive energy and they really on one thing, and then they get in front of me and act different. You know, I don't know. It's not my thing to deal with. And that's the thing. Like, I'm not worried about how people feel. I'm me. You're you. Do you. Like, I don't owe you nothing. I've been doing radio for almost 2 decades. This is my whole career. And that's the way it kind of is down here. Like, folks forget, like, hey, I'm living my life. You know, I mean, people can feel any way they want. I'm not going to ever stop living my life. I hope you understand that. Like, you may feel some way, anybody, strangers, because I have a career and you see me operating down here. That don't make us the same. We're not the same, bro. That don't mean I'm approachable. That don't mean nothing y'all trying to tell you so. So, like I said, I'm going to say it again. I've made this very clear. A lot of folks want to talk to me, act like they don't know who I am. You know who I am, man. You know who I am. You know, if you're gonna be around me talking to me, you need to pay me. Straight up. You need to support me. You know what I mean? And that's just reality. You know, because I've already seen the signs of what it is. Folks is talking to each other and they get together and they do the same thing, and they've been doing it down here, and it ain't gonna get nowhere. It ain't gonna work. Y'all can all talk to each other. Run and tell that. Run and tell that you need to give me some real money. I don't do 7 cents, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's kind of the energy down here a lot. And I'm all right, bro. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
phone
that's
bill's
the
due
thing.
in 6
It's
days.
crab in a bucket mentality in a lot of places. And you got to learn how to get past that. You feel what I'm saying? You have to. You can't play around about that. So, yeah, you know, like they said with the TI situation, when all that happened in Atlanta or wherever he was at, right? When you got everything to lose, don't be around folks that will lose it for you. That's real talk, bro. That's what folks don't get. I do this for a career. I'm a tough guy. I'm about as tough as they come. And even I don't play games like that. Not anymore. I used to when I was younger. You know what I mean? I used to say whatever, do whatever. And I've been in a lot of stuff. A lot. And I mean real stuff where it was completely real. Like, that's me. But, like, yeah, it comes to a point, get a little older, you start maturing, you start learning how the world works. I have a future, man. I'm very blessed. I'm gifted. And, you know, my career entails dealing with all that stuff, crime, corruption. It just does, whether anyone likes it or not. I mean, I'm Batman. So clearly, yes, it has, you know, an element being around criminals and studying them and their behavior and paying attention to what they're doing, you know, as well as corruption. And that's the thing. I believe that most of the real criminals are in the corporate system. You understand? I'm not really concerned about petty criminals. I'll pay attention. I watch. I know what all y'all on. I know what you do. You know, I know everything about you. So that would make me what? What would that make, Batman? What do I always say I am? Batman is a walking nightmare, pal. Yeah. Yeah, I know everything about all y'all, and I don't run and tell. So what does that make me? A gangster. You see the difference? I don't work for no one, homie. I do what I want. I'm independent. I'm the real thing. I'm sovereign.
I'll do my
You understand? I
crosswords
have no
wherever I want.
jurisdiction. I'm Batman.
You tell me
I
when
do
to
what I
do my
want to do.
crosswords.
You know, my entire stand was having to stand up, and my stand against crime and corruption is real.
Wonder if he's got a
So,
glue
you
stick
get
with
what
him
I'm
as
saying?
well.
Like, I don't have time for games and small stuff. I just don't. You know, it's a waste of my time, you know, because half them folks don't even see reality for what it is. You know, bro, I got
Joey's got one of the pockets of his backpack stuffed full of fucking crayons from the fucking children's menu at Denny's.
folks and they feelings, man, because they already lost to me. I want you to listen to what I just said and listen to that carefully and analyze that.
You know,
I
the
have
3
folks
pack of
and they
crayons they
feelings.
give you.
Okay, because they already lost, because they already been defeated. Yeah, y'all don't get how real I am, bro. Like, folks don't get with me. I'm a whole different ball game. I'm larger than life. Like, I'll win and then I'll walk right in front of you. It's different. I'm not like these other people. This is not New York. This is Texas. You know what I mean? Like, we don't play games out here at all about nothing. You understand? And that's the point. Like, you got to really understand how real it is with me. And some folks kind of know. And it's funny. To me, it's funny. Because I'm telling you, they be in their feelings. And then they looking at it even worse. Like, not only did he win completely, and I'm talking about really win, and win in what I do for a living, you know, behind the scenes, the real thing, right? Because like I said, we all know what I do. I'm Batman. So what do you mean? You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, like, I've shut down so many illegal organizations. Like, real talk, I ought to have like a badge and a sticker and a, you know, some kind of trinket for every single one, like every victory. I got a lot of stripes, man. You know, I mean, real talk, like, no, I really defeated everything I've talked about. So, I mean, that's what I tell them straight up in front of them. And I can tell folks don't know how to process that. You know, like, some of them might be with it. Some might think it's cool, whatever. I mean, that's fine, but this is real. And yes, I'm right in front of you. It's like that. Yeah. See, I'm that guy. I'm just like my father and my dad was. I don't need my bat suit to be out here. I don't need my bat suit to go into any of y'all's hoods
Don't
or
need my
little
bat
barrios
suit to do
down
my
here. You hear
crossword
that?
puzzle. What's up, Red Street?
I come through Dolo by myself like always, and I'm me. And y'all know about me, so don't act and don't pretend. You heard about me. All y'all. Feel me? So that's the difference. You don't see me with friends. I ain't got no friends. Rob Rack was talking about that. You know, your friend circle. I don't have a friend circle. I'm Batman. I'm by myself. I want folks to know I'm by myself every day. I'm out here dolo by myself. I'm really a tough guy. I don't act. I'm tough. Yeah. So, like I said, we're not the same. And that's the thing with me. I don't do games and pretending. You either bout it or you're not. You either tough or you're not. Okay? And these folks are not tough. They ain't never been tough. What? Ask about me, partner. I came up on Trailside Drive in Austin, Texas. I've been winning. I don't know what you ain't never took a L yet. You understand? It ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. A lot of folks pretend because, oh, they feel some way. They got envy. They jelly. That's cool. Ain't nothing tough about that. That weakness, brother. What? Yeah, that's what y'all need to hear. That's weakness, brother. You understand? Like, be a grown man. Y'all supposed to be men, right? Be a grown man, baby. You know what I mean? Real men support other men. And this is the talk that you have to have with them, right? For me, it's routine. It's elementary. Shouldn't be having this talk, but I'll have it right now with you. You watching, right? Most of you, right? Little cousin, little homies, right? Little homies that got to watch me succeed every day. Watch a grown man. Oh, you got something to say? What? What do you have to say? Tell me.
He's trying to get himself fired up here for no fucking reason.
You see, with me, I'm a grown man. It's funny to me. It's funny. It's downright hilarious. You understand? Like, little homies, like, anybody can pretend in front, bro. Little homies don't concern me. And I mean that. I'm telling you, you remember them little toys they had? That's how I look at it. Them little toys they had called little homies. You remember that stuff? And they'd have the ghetto hood cars and you know, everything, and like it had the whole thing with it. Like, it was hilarious. Then they got another one that's like, you know, the other theme, and it's downright hilarious. We used to joke around about that back in the day. Remember? That stuff is hilarious, man. What's that?
What the hell?
So, here, give me 1 minute.
God, he's frightened. He's got a whistle to cope the fear. Eyes straight forward. Whistle. Don't deviate from the path. Keep your head down. March forward. You'll get by them.
So yeah,
Like I said,
I just not concerned. I don't concern myself with what scary individuals do, and those are all scary individuals. Tell them I said it. Back. I don't do play pretend. You feel me? So yeah, like I said, ask them. Ask any of these little homies out here. I tell you what it is, right? You ask me a question, I tell you reality.
I had to look that up, CIA, because I always remember them being called little homies. I didn't know if it was the Mandela effects shit or whatever it is, but yeah, they were just called homies. Huh. Fuck me. Wait a minute. Some sites are saying little homies, and some, I don't know. We'll see.
Quick, right?
Homies.
I tell you what I do for a living. It's my job. The only way you should feel about it is happy, homie. So what's up? You know what I mean? Y'all should feel supportive of what I'm doing, right? You get what I'm saying? They try to find an angle and a way around reality. Oh, you want to make a come up. That's what they always do. Oh, they want to say something about the boss. You looking at the top dog. It don't work that way, homie. You know, it's like Conor McGregor said, I'm up here. I'm with Jose. I'm up here. You're down here. You're down here. You're dog. So Conor McGregor didn't walk around the same way. Conor McGregor wasn't having to deal with that, and you see, I don't deal with it. I'm smarter now. I always have. You know, I'm a whole different ball game than Conor McGregor. He's like 3 feet tall, homie. Okay, I mean, like me, I know me. I don't have time. I literally don't have time, bro. Like, that's the thing. I don't have time. I need to do what I need to do, and I'm here to enjoy my day and be in a good mood and be happy, not like turned up all the time. And that's what people want for you. You understand what I'm saying? It's for facts, homie. Like, I realized folks like that are just unhappy. There's nothing tough about you. You're just unhappy people. You know? I'm all right. Truly. I'm good. But yeah.
So
dude like Rob Rack, he could put me on. You know what I mean? This whole time I was, you know, talking about totally different stuff, but we're going back to the Rob Rack topic. He could put me on. I mean, you know, he talks big like he got quite a bit of money. I mean, I don't know where it comes from. I think he makes a lot of sense. When I listened yesterday, he made a lot of sense. He hasn't for a while, not every day because I listen, but yesterday he made some sense. When we were talking, we made some sense. Now, you know, some of the outbursts and stuff were unnecessary, and that's what he needs to clean up. I mean, and if he'd allow me, that's what I could work with you on and teach you. It's all about self-control, brother.
Homie,
and it's almost like you kind of have self-control, it seems like. So I don't know why you do that. I mean, it's not going to get you anywhere. I understand you may feel some way, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. I used to be that guy for real on another level, but the things that you say are nowhere close to me. Okay? I came up like that on this platform. I used to say whatever and hoot and holler and like ask folks. I go 0 to 100, bro. I'm really that dude. That's me, not anyone else. It was never no one but me. That was me. I invented that game. Real talk. That's what all these folks know me for. You know what I mean? for telling everyone what it is, like loud as possible, like what's up, like, you know what I'm saying? So at some point, doing radio, this is what he's going to have to learn, period, if he wants to really do this and take it serious. And that's the thing with him. It's hard to get him, I think, to take things serious, and that's a self-defeatist mentality. And I'm trying to encourage him, hopefully, which I never get a chance to talk to when I talk to him direct, because I know he ain't going to hear it. But I could do it on here. Trying to encourage him and help him out so he can go the right direction, man. I mean, like I told you on there and gave you the right advice. Tell me when I lied. Did I not steer you in the right direction? I said, hey, and you know what? I said, you know what? I think if you talk the way you're talking now, you get back on that main channel and you focus and you do what you need to do, and you need to stop drinking. I'm going to just tell you straight up, flat out, right? And if you would do that and you talk the way you talked to me yesterday, that was real radio. We had a real in-depth, great conversation. And that's the thing that just gets me with these narcissists. And he can say whatever he wants, but he definitely seems to represent one. Okay. And it don't make no sense. You got all this potential, brother. I mean, at least you're getting some women interest and piquing their interest, right? Like, why? I don't know. I'm going to stay out of that. You know, I mean, he's not a bad looking guy or anything, you know what I mean? But I'm just joking, you know, but I just, you know, I don't understand it, but I mean, clearly it's not for me to. It's a good thing that I don't, you know, I'm a grown man.
Apparently they're best friends now, Hefe. Something happened yesterday. We're trying to figure it out because he wasn't on Rob Rack's channel, but he was talking to him on somebody's fucking channel, whether Rob Rack has an alternate channel than his main one. But we're trying to see if Joey's going to cough it up.
You know, but he's piqued some interest. He's piqued some interest of these women. And he's kind of doing what I did when I first got on YouTube. And that was all me. Again, all this is my hustle. That's what people don't get. That's why folks like to bite off me and then pretend I don't exist. That's the hustle. I'm telling you. Seriously. Facts. Like, I'm who got on YouTube and all the women were like, oh my goodness. Look at him. He's so cute and adorable. Tiny me. You know, and I'm who, you know, actually was able to do something with it and get some stuff moving and going and capitalize, you know. So my point is, you piqued some women's interest. You have a voice. I'll give you that. You get views. I still think some of the reasoning is what I've stated, the obvious, right? And the over dilution of the platform. And it's just clear as day. I don't got to spell it out, right? It's in everywhere. It's in the NBA. It's in the job market. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but my point is, you got that going for you. And the whole deal is you have it so much easier than me because look at me. I'm not you. And it's just like the rap game. That's why I can't believe you haven't made it in the rap game, because you seem like the type of dude that would have gotten a record deal. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy's texting me.
Oh. Fuck you and your phone bill? Look at the hope, desperation, and look at the hope. Please come off the phone bill. Please pay it. That's all I care about.
I didn't even bring up the phone bill, but he's talking about it so you can see where his mind is at. But he said, when I get paid in the next couple of days, I will. So right there, confirmation that I should get the phone bill covered. That's
fucking cunt.
That's major.
I just want to fucking punch this fucking cunt. I want to grab him by the top of the fucking hair and just fucking ragdoll his face with the other fucking fist. Jesus, what a pussy.
That's major milestone right there. See, I'm out here doing business. What these folks are getting. The gab, and I
dislike that guy more than I fucking hate this fucking guy. And especially the first time that we met homeboy. He was fucking more irritating than Joey on Joey's fucking stream. God, I hate that fucking cunt.
It's a $55 phone bill. He might send me a little more, hopefully at least 60. Wish he'd send me at least 70, but I'll try to ask him at that point or something. But I also don't want to say anything that's going to, get in the way. I need that. I got to get this covered. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I produced a lot of money. I produced a lot of money over the course of years, all independent capital too, and off of talking. Okay. Like I crowdfund when I can. Like we're trying to really do this. I just haven't had the opportunity because of the same thing, the crab in the bucket mentality. So you really help me again when you do all that. And in turn, it all backfires. Karma continues to come, and God serves karma on a cold platter, does he not? Facts. You know me? So, like I said, like, I'm not, what I've learned is that, especially with so-called women, it's all about opinions and feelings. This is not an opinion-based business. This is the same thing with these little homies because of what Rob Rack and I were talking about. And these little homies are like that because of the way they were raised, because of the so-called women. I don't care what you say, it's a fact. And that's why they'll be walking in the street out here with nothing to do and worried about you. That's what women do. You're supposed to be a man, dude. Yeah. And this is what we're going to focus on and talk about every day, because every time they say something about anything now, it looks silly, right? Because it proves my point. Easy. Give me a minute.
I think we got a serious holdup going on here. Yep. 5 minutes of holdup, and he's still blacked out. And we are current, and now we are in a holdup pattern. I could go on about homeboy fucking more, but you guys get it. What a fucking cunt. He doesn't get anything in return. Not a thank you, not nothing. All he gets is bitched about after the fact. You give the guy clothes, bitches about it. You give him more clothes, bitches about it. You give him a job, gets fired from said job, bitches about it. Gets food, and ain't the right kind of food, bitches about it. Fucking phone bill, bitches about it. Yeah, I might not even pay the phone bill, and I'm just going to keep that money, and you better fucking pay it again. Fucking goddamn. He deserves every bit of it, though. You feel me? Like I said, fucking asshole. Yeah, I mean, that look on his face right there says it all. That's all he's concerned about is that goddamn phone bill. It was just like, I don't care what words you're saying, just say, yes, you're paying the phone bill. I don't care how you're doing. I don't care how your day is. Come on, Joey.
All right.
All right, fuck it. We did it. Filler words.
Now step into my office, which is the whole world, boy. But I'm going to take a seat, and I brought my journal and a pen, stuff like that today. Brought some crossword puzzles, and I am just going to sit down today for a minute and try to think
Be homeless.
of some different ideas and stuff for what we need to build moving forward for the future. But yeah, like I said, I thought Rob Rack was a pretty cool individual, when he's himself. I think it all stems down to the same thing. And like I said, I have given the right advice, and that's the best that I can do. I've gone out my way to try to help. And regardless of what he says, like I said, if I do get this money and God blesses me, because I don't doubt for a second that God will keep his promise. When God delivers and gives me the money I deserve, everything that, these folks have kept from me for so long that's rightfully mine and belongs to me. When all the truth comes out and everything, when I get the money, I'll 100% help him. It'll be up to him still. It always is. I mean, I highly doubt that if I go out to Sacramento, even if it's on a Greyhound or I drive and I show up out there and say, hey, look, buddy, I'm out here. I mean, do you want to go out to eat something so we can talk? And I have, basically, I'm going to try to help you out, the right way. And
Go on a date.
that's the thing people don't get. Like, I do this for real. Like, I'm a beacon for lost souls, and it doesn't matter if they want to feel like they're not. That's fine. You can feel like that. Hell, you can be in charge. But my purpose is to make sure that I save souls, and that's what matters. So, no, like I would tell him, like, hey, you want to do the rap thing for real? Like, and he tends to have a habit of making an excuse for everything. I would just say, I mean, what's the excuse? What's keeping you from doing it? If I pay to have your tracks mastered, produced, everything, when I get my money and the money I've earned and deserve, all my money, right? And I got it like that again, because I always have. If I pay for all this stuff, all you got to do is rap, bro. That's all you got to do. Just rap. I don't have an angle. I don't have an agenda. I'm not trying to gain anything from you. You know what I mean? I don't right now. I'm not trying to gain anything right now. I'm just saying the truth that he's in the position to support and help me as of right now.
I don't have an agenda, but just give me all your fucking money.
Really. So, it is what it is. Temporary, huh? Everything is temporary. Things change, right? That's why the penguin asked Batman, you really think you'll win? Or no, he said, what did he say? He said, you're not the mayor, right? He said, typical mayor stuff, touring the whatever. He said, you're not the mayor. Things change, right? Then he tells him, Batman. Penguin says, you really think you'll win? Looks at him, smirks, smiles.
Did you hear that metal bang? I think that's the gated lock box that's around the Coke machine by the bathroom at the park. He hit his fucking backpack against it. That's what it sounded like.
Things change. And that's exactly how this situation was. Like, completely all across the board. Most of these folks weren't even a part of my story or story. Putting on my hoodie sweatshirt. They just wanted to be a part of the story very badly. There was a lot of quiet desperation for that. I brought my headphones. I don't know about using them out here, but
yeah, he's at the park.
But I did bring my pen.
I got my pen and my paper
and
my colors, my shapes.
What I'm talking about.
Red and blue make green.
All right. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, with him, I just honestly think it's a lot of overcompensation, and I think that he overcompensates because he views it like it's narc perception. His only modus operandi is to drink and hopefully be able to gain some ground with the women. Tell me when I'm lying. Tell me when I'm wrong. That's his agenda. He doesn't care about anything else. He's pretty much made that clear. See my point? So my agenda is far different, and my agenda for him and people like him is far different. And I just would like to help him and see him go a better direction. And I mean, you could still deal with all the women you want. In fact, you'd be able to pick and choose because you'd have a wider selection of women, because when folks see that you have your act together and you're, living right, doing right, it's going to attract better women. You know what I mean? I mean, truly. So, I don't know what to tell you on all that. It's not that difficult. You're just going to have to figure it out. You know what I mean?
I wish I could just see this right now. I mean, we can visualize it. He's just sitting on the ground next to the Coke machine. He's got his backpack and all his fucking bullshit. He's taking out, spreading out in front of him. He's got his crossword puzzles, his pens, his papers, his journal, his headphones. Looks like a little fucking child. Fucking, oh my God.
Hold on.
Got my fucking animal crackers. My box juicy.
So, first order of business I'm going to write down. Music business. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I could literally go out there, be like, do you want to, go have dinner or whatever, go out to eat, I'll pay, if whatever, that's fine. But just so I can be able to talk to him and have a conversation with him, bro. He wanted to rap, man. He was trying to have a rap career. He had a music video out. I need to go watch it so I can evaluate if he can spit or not, and how he raps. I can really spit. If people don't know, I mean, I can rap better than Eminem for real. I really, really rap. Like, I can freestyle better than anyone too. And I've done the whole, rap thing, and I win. They've had to try to cheat sometimes, but people ain't never seen me on a mic. You know what I mean? So my point is, like, when I did those rap events, I mean, I was sitting on over $250,000 in the bank. Everybody else in there was, you understand what I'm saying? Like, why do you think a lot of folks feel how they feel now? Because they know my past. They know that I've had a lot of money, but I earned every dime. I didn't come from money. I created the money. I don't have delusions of grandeur. I have an actual recipe for grandeur. You see the difference? So, like I said, that's my deal. And I got my journal here and I'm just writing these thoughts out, you know what I mean, and concepts. But like I said, I mean, homie wanted to have a rap career. Why not have a rap career? Like I said, like if I have money like that, I could pay to facilitate everything. And this is what I'm going to write next. I need artists. Okay. So all aspiring artists, I'm going to say this again, and this is in the Valley and down here in Brownsville too. All aspiring rap artists, all these dudes that want to act like they gangsta and tough, right? Why don't you come work for me? Straight up, right now. I don't need to have money to pay you. You're not listening. I know how to do business, brother. I know how to build businesses. So the thing is, if y'all want to get artists, rap artists, right, in the Valley, this is the thing that people don't get with me. They expect me to be like all these other people and be, bah, bah. They expect me to be a sheep, and I ain't no sheep. And they expect me to go along, to get along, and act like everyone and be like, oh, can I have your little 9-to-5 job opportunity? And they want me begging and asking for stuff, and I ain't never been that guy. Instead, I turned the game around on them, turned the whole paradigm, and said, listen, this is reality. I run this country, right? You're in it, right? This is my country, and this is how things work here. A lot of folks just don't like that.
I would pay money to look in that journal. I would pay money to read it. I would. Not him. I would pay money.
But nonetheless, it's reality, isn't it? Right? See the point? My deal is, it ain't about acting tough. We already know I'm tough. That was never in question. It ain't about acting, homie. I ain't never acted. It's about helping people. See, I'm trying to help you. You have to help me to help you, just like with Rob Rack. If he would put some money down, let me write this down, investment, right? Invest. If you would invest in me right now, right, with my Batman project, let's say you was man enough, real enough to say, me and you ain't gonna have no problems, right? Like, what you gotta do is just treat me like a normal human being. I'm a good dude, and even then, the last thing, all I'm trying to do is get along with you. Just like with Groovy Jimmy or any of these folks, I don't care who it is. I don't have any affiliations. I don't have any connections to no one, nothing like that, right? And if anything, I've had to, bring forth a lot of evidence publicly of what's going on this platform, and there's a lot happening because of it, right? People know what I do for a career, man. I'm Batman, the world's greatest detective, so keep that in mind. But that's not why I'm doing this, and it has nothing to do with it.
Now, I wonder if he is writing that down now. Like Rob Rack said he was going to help fund the Batman project, and you wrote that down, and now it's a matter of fact. You know what I mean?
The same people that I've had to pay attention to are people that I see potential in.
I wrote it down.
Do you understand what I'm saying? The same people that I've literally had to bring evidence forth publicly and say, hey, look, this is what they're doing, are people that I see potential in. See, these other people, these people who work for these companies, agencies, departments, they don't care about you. I do. I'm not against you. I'm just doing what I have to do. Do you see the difference? I'm a civilian just like you at the end of the day, whether I like it or not. Now, I'm a gangster. I'm not really a civilian, but I am still a civilian in a lot of aspects and respects. And I understand that, and I accept that, and I understand. right? Just like on here, people like, so you a YouTuber? No, I don't even like hearing it. I'm not a YouTuber, but I mean, I guess in some aspects you could say that, sure, because I'm on the platform. Does that really make me a YouTuber? I'm a professional I'm an independent politician. I'm a professional gangster for a living. That's what I do. I'm a gangster. I move like a gangster. I do what a gangster does. A gangster takes everything over, runs everything, and is the boss. Am I not what I say I am? So I'm going to say this again, right? Investment is the key word. Right now I have music business written down, artists, investment. So if Rob Rack, right, or anyone, it's not about just him, and I am not these broads out here where that he's dealing with that are just looking for a come up and looking to get money out of him. I'm just saying, thought ran across my mind because it pertains to what I'm doing. It makes perfect sense. What if he was man enough, right, and given that he claims he has this background, and that's fine. I'm not even contesting that at this point. I'll give it to you. Everything you said is true. You're a street dude. You're a thug. You're a gangster. Cool, right? And you don't even claim to be a gangster, and I'm still going to give you that. So you're thugged out. Cool, no problem. Now check this out. This is how we think, and my folks move and think. And this is the year I'm talking how it's irrelevant. Do you see the difference? See, the other groups will spend their time arguing about it and debating all day. Oh, who's tough? Who? You got Jada Kiss walking through New York. He can't even walk through New York because of you know who, these you know what's out here in these streets. New York, that attitude got to change, man. It is not going to fly when I get up there. I'm telling you, bro. You're going to have Batman in these streets for real, and Batman ain't doing no talking. Batman is not walking by talking and speaking to folks. This is real, bro. So when I get up there, all them games just go out the window. They're not going to fly. You understand? This is Texas stuff we on, and we're coming through, and my plan is to go to New York and take everything over and run New York. Literally, I'm a gangster. You're not listening. I'm the mob. This is why I explained to people and kept using that quote where he said, and they took it from them. And I'm going to take it all from you, Jack, and not just because I can, right? Because Los Angeles, this is my destiny. Because Los Angeles is my destiny. Are you
Make up your
listening?
mind, New York, Los Angeles.
Do you know who you're talking
Fuck.
to? Do you have any clue what's going on here? Do you know how many millions of ancestors are backing every move I'm making? I am coming to New York. I will run New York. I will be eating at steakhouses in New York with billions of dollars, trillions in the bank. I will run New York. I'm talking about full control over New York, and I will run every block as Batman with pure dominance.
He's pen talking. He's slamming his pen down on his fucking little journal pad. Fucking each time he's trying to make a point.
These folks are scared, man. You need to listen. This is happening. It's real. Now I'm going to say this again. This is why I have
literally, it sounds like, sorry to keep stepping on it, but it just sounds like he's got a bucket of old fucking crayons, you know, like half ones that are broke and fucking the paper's all torn off and shit like that. There's not much left, so you got to dig your fingernail in the paper to get a little bit of the crayon. But he's thumb stirring the whole fucking bucket of fucking crayons, trying to find the only red one that he's got in there, and he can't fucking find it.
Have dudes who are from the street,
know what I'm saying?
in the street, at a street level, like Rob Rack, like him, to be a part of this. Does that make sense? You understand? What if he was man enough to say, you know what, you can come out here and I'll get you right? I mean,
What's up, Ross?
I don't care about the hotel thing, bro. I just make jokes, man. I've lived in hotels for years. I had other properties, but I'm saying I don't have nothing against nobody hustling, living in hotels. I love living in hotels. It's actually what I prefer to do. What if he said, I got enough money, bro, I'll get you your own room and you can stay out here and we can work together? Given that I don't feel he's going to do this because of his, preferences and how he feels about whatever, and that's fine. But I'm still going to run the idea by because it aligns with everything I'm talking about. It makes sense. So what if he was man enough? That would take a man. That's something I would do for people. It's what I tried to do with that artist from OPH Goonie Gang in Philly that's still locked up in prison to this day, and he didn't take the opportunity. He wanted to ask me a silly question and try to stunt front on me and say, do you have 100 racks you can just spend right now? And I said, yes, because I really did, but I wouldn't spend it on you. Ain't that a smart response? Sure. I sure as hell ain't going to give it to you. You're supposed to be literally, who makes me money. That's why I said I don't want this other artist that you're trying to string me along and offer me. I want the main artist of OBH Goonie Gang, right? And I have the money and I have the capital, right? And I am the one creating this opportunity. See, they didn't get it. They wanted free money. No record company gives you homies free money. They give you a 360 deal. You're stuck. You can't go nowhere. And then you get played by the prison industrial complex and locked up or whatever they want to do, because the elites are who run the rat game. It ain't making no sense, man. You ain't talking about nothing. So I'm going to say it again, right? If someone like Rob Rack or any of these dudes that have any street affiliation, right? The thing is, I'm not here to compare. We all know I'm a real gangster. I'm the mob. I don't care about comparison. I don't care if they were to prove they were tougher than me. I don't care if I took an L in the street. I don't care about none of that, because my folks don't care about any of that. We care about what it means and getting to the money in the bag. That's what you don't get. We care about getting the result. Like when I get with a woman, I care about getting my result that I want and having a relationship. I don't invest 6 years of my time to get nothing in return. Feel me? Somebody out there has to feel me. So let's say that Mr. Rob Rack was man enough and said, you come out here and I'll help you and I'll invest in this a little bit and I'm going to help you along the way so you can do this project. And what if, and he can be my sidekick if he wants, for all I care. Literally, he can go out in these streets with me and work on missions and assignments with me. Do you truly not understand that what he said last night was one of the most powerful statements that's been made in a long time? And this is what I'm trying to get at. So why would you then turn around and contradict yourself, Rob Rack, and say, I disagree, people should be in their own little groups and cliques? Why? That's how we got to this point, brother. Do you understand that what happened with your culture and your group was a actual signified designated plan of Satan, which is what I was explaining to you? You can quote me on this. You can go watch the show. This was planned, brother. Okay, the signs that the Bloods and Crips throw up, those are satanic, demonic signs, right? I mean, affiliation to Satan. There is no question on this. The same signs that Bush throws up. So I understand you want to say you support the Bushes. The Bush family was birthed by Aleister Crowley, the most wickedest man known to all history.
A-lister.
He channeled a book through his wife. Okay, that means she opened her mouth and words came.
All right, quick question: will he break up with Rob Rack before this stream is over? I wonder. I think it's a good possibility they will, but I got to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Came out and the devil spoke through her and wrote a book about teach humanity to walk backwards, think backwards, speak backwards. This all ties in. So I'm just saying, if you're going to come to God, Robert, you need to come to God. There is no halfway in, halfway out. This is not a swimming pool. You see the point? God is very real. God is not something you can joke around about. God is not someone you come to on your time when it's convenient for you. God is someone who carried me through the hardest times and is still carrying me. Every day, I don't even know how I get up and walk and move what I've been through physically. I'm going through it right now while I'm talking to you. I go through it every day. And you know what? The only reason I keep moving forward is because of God. God and if Christina was real, Christina, and I don't even have any proof that my own, what I thought could have been my future spouse and girlfriend is real anymore. And imagine how I feel. And that's the point, is she's supposed to care how I feel and holler at me and let me know what's going on. All it takes is a small Cashapp saying, I love you, I'm real. Cashapp with $1, leave a phone number or something, an email, something, so we can talk on a different email. So I can get out the email. Just basic stuff I've asked you. So I'm going to say this again. If he was man enough to say, hey, you can come out here. You want to run your Batman project out here in Sacramento? You got the heart to do that? You think that's a good idea with all these street dudes out here? You go right ahead. And you know what I'm going to say? Yes, I do. Now, let me do it. Give me some money to do it, and you'll see the results. And I'm going to literally clean up every block properly the right way, where this city is run better and correctly. And I will be the most macho, thuggish thing you ever seen in the streets ever. If that's what I do. That's how I came up, and that's what I'm good at. I came up hard. Invest in the business. Dude, I'm talking. I have results already, tons of them. Okay, so it's my point is, then what? Then you've allowed me to expand. So Folks don't get, I'm willing to pay any cost and any price for this dream and for this investment and for this Batman project and for me being Batman and doing what I do. I don't care about any cost I pay. I don't care what happens to me. The same thing he said in the new depiction, right? Because I am what all the depictions are describing and talking about. I am the prophecy. You're not listening. When Alfred is talking to him, he says, what I'm doing is my family's legacy. Those are my words. He says, if I can't make an impact here, and it looks like they're in New York, which is modern day Gotham, he says, I don't care what happens to me. Same exact word I just told you. These depictions are about me. This is my dream. This is what I'm going to make happen. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if I got to jump through 8 hula hoops and clap my hands like a baby seal. You understand? So I'm going to say it again. I'm going to make this happen. I don't care, like just like I've rescued myself and God has rescued me and pulled me out of everything. I'm like Johnny Depp right now in you know, out there in the island. I don't care if I got to rope together whatever and get me some sea turtles and build a raft.
Sea turtles in a raft.
I ain't listening. I don't play about this project. I don't play about what I do.
He's hand clapping already.
Okay, and I'm trying to tell you. Do you think that folks, when they see me out there in Sacramento and see, dude, there's a real Batman walking around here, you think they ain't gonna pay attention? If you gave me money and resources, Rob, then I'd be able to have the money to get, you know, more proofing for my suits to protect me when I'm moving out here in these streets, when I'm thugging it out. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to say that you a gangster and you want to say you this and that, brother, then why don't you work with me? That's the only thing that makes sense. Real talk. You want to say something, put your money where your mouth is. Am I wrong, people? You really want to be what you're saying you are and claim to be Mr. Rob Rack, Mr. Robert Rackley Jr. You say your name publicly all the time, correct? Mr. Robert Rackley Jr. If you are a gangster, right, then why would you not want to have Batman working for you? Can you explain that to me? Explain that to me. Right? Because I don't care. I don't mind. And it ain't about working for you. I don't know if I'd ever work for you, really. I wouldn't work for anyone. I work for God and I work with people, right? So I wouldn't work for you ever. So let's get real. But my point is, I just don't care about any of that. I don't care about words. You noticed it last night when we spoke. I don't care about titles. I'm not these other folks. I'm not the culture. I'm not these other groups. I don't care, brother. I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say about me. I know who I am. And that's powerful. And that's what we need. That's what time it is. Now, I'm going to say this again. If you want to be Mr. Mobster and Mr. Gangster, that's the only thing that makes logical sense and is the actual gangster move. You want to act like you have money, no problem. You want to become something, no problem. If you invest in me, what makes you think that I wouldn't make money doing what I'm doing? I already do, and I put myself in this position by myself, brother, out here next to Mexico, looking like I look like, okay, by myself with no help, nothing, in the worst circumstances known to man. Are you serious? You understand what I'm saying? Like, these folks don't even get the reality of everything I've been through and gone through, bro. You have no idea, man. So, like I said, my point is, I'm really Batman, right? So I'm gonna say it again. If you invested in me, you see what I'm saying? I'd have money to get the proofing for the suits. That's what I need. I need partners. I need people that are going to help me build this, that can be right there with me and say, you know what, let's help you put together this suit. You want to go out there and you're that crazy? No problem. What do you care? What is it to you? You never cared before. You understand what I'm saying? If you feel like it's a you know what mission or whatever, then that's fine. Feel how you feel. But I know what I'm doing. Does that make sense? And then on top of that, like I said, I do my videos. I make my little money with this business that I already have solidified. I pretty much monopolize the entire digital game. God keeps telling me I'm about to get paid to exist, so there's going to be more opportunities. Who's to say he might not be who invests in me first? I have no idea. God said I'm going to be surprised. You understand? He was playing a little few of my videos. He said, I'm not mad. Good. I'm not either. I'm not mad at you. I mean, keep doing your thing. I mean, I just would like to see you do better. I'd like to see you be able to live stream on your main channel. I'd like to be able to see you, achieve effective results. I don't take things personally. I'm a man.
What's up, Rich?
And that's the only reason that I relate to him. That's the only reason why I care,
Did you
because I
end
heard
your
him
premiere?
talking.
You
I
didn't
heard
have
it
to
in his
end your
voice.
premiere,
I heard
guy.
what he was saying, and I could relate. I understood where he was coming from because I felt it. I've been there. That's what got me. So I'm speaking from the heart. You understand? And that's why you have them people play them chat room games, because they don't want people to be honest. They don't want men to be honest with each other and have a real conversation where we both break down crying because we understand that we have something in common.
It sounds like he's got his journal in the one hand that he is hitting the Coke machine, and then he's got a handful of pens that keeps rotating in his fist as he's fucking slamming everything together. Fucking
Tell me
hell.
when I'm lying about that. That's how you get unity. That's what these movies and films were made about, like Friday Night Lights and all them football movies,
He's
right? Which I'm going
definitely
to try to
hitting the
watch one
journal on the
today,
Coke
probably, if I
machine.
can. Which one is that one where they play the "Hold On, I'm Coming"? That's pretty much what this story is like, and it's like we're back in those times in a different era now. Or there's too much technology, but it's the same principle concept. No, brother, you're wrong. We don't need people to get in groups and stuff. We need people to unify. That means every single race, creed, color, person. The only way we win this thing with this corrupt government is if we come together. Do you not understand that?
I wonder how scattered his backpack of bullshit is laying out in the park there. He's got pens, fucking crossword puzzles, fucking arts and crafts day. I wonder how much shit he did bring with him. Jesus Christ.
Listen, we do not win being separated. That is the facts. That's why their slogan is to divide and do what? And what are they doing? You want to support the Bush family? That's contradictory to your point. I debate and do this for real. People say, I'll debate you. Please step up. I ain't lost a debate in the last 36 years, and I'm 36 years old. I'm going to say it again. We need unity. That's the only way we win. The only way we win this game is if we have unity and we unify. That means everybody. This is why I offered y'all to build your own Wall Street. You know what they call it, what the rapper of the game called it, right? That Wall Street. I offered to literally build that for you folks. I defended Eric Brown and Mike Garner in my radio career because I cared. I didn't have to care. I was a rich yuppie snob. I didn't have to do anything for you folks. I spent my money to prove I'm real, and I went and ate the same food as you in your shelters and lived in the ghetto and hood to prove I was a real activist. Now, who the hell else did that? So I'm going to say it again. We need unity. We need people to feel and admit that they can cry and be human beings amongst each other. Until we learn how to treat each other better, we will get nowhere, brother. And that's why it takes someone like me who has, inner beauty that's insurmountable and a heart, because that's my issue. And that's why these cold, ruthless, evil, wicked, no good, cowardly, scared people, right, who are all terrified of Batman. That's why they keep doing what they're doing in them chat rooms, because they have been trying to divide us since day one. They did it with Styles Steez, aka Lee Owens of DeKalb, Illinois. They have full involvement. That dude in Benton Harbor, Michigan, Lamar Wills, has full involvement. That other one, Cat Smith, right, has everything to do with it, right? And everything to do with what happened with Tiffany Chrisman, allegedly, but we all know the truth. So what are you talking about?
Fucking
And when is
Tiffany.
that going to be investigated? Folks don't do their job. You have story after story after story after story after story of not only corruption, of the worst results known to man and achieve, and that these fake corrupt departments and agencies don't do a thing. They don't bat an eyelash. They sit there and let it happen. They are not your friend.
Listen to the Coke machine just ringing out. He's just banging shit on it.
They are not my friend, and they are not your friend. You people better wake up. Friends don't sit there and let their friends go through hell and struggle like y'all have me every day.
Nobody would want to call the fucking Brownsville Sports Park right now to let them know that there's a fucking lunatic just fucking banging shit on the Coke machine trying to steal it, would you? Nah, I wouldn't want that to happen.
That's why I'm not trying to talk to you. You don't have nothing to talk about, right? Come on, man. Are you serious? Everybody is on what they on. Everybody focused on them and worried about themselves. There's selfishness. There's no community, no nothing. And there's especially no community in y'all's groups. And Tupac did nothing but talk about that and analyze that and speak on that and bring that forth publicly. And he was right. He said there's no unity in these families. It's not possible. Why though? Because the government, because of the infrastructure, because of the structure that was built in society to hold us back. So until we learn to come together, until these people stop making these accounts and going to these chat rooms like that so-called woman last night, because you're in your feelings, because two men are talking and having a conversation, right, that you're oblivious to. We're literally talking about so-called women and their behaviors, and you go in the chat and prove my exact point and his for me.
Whose channel was it?
The only way that we win, just like Tupac said, the only way I can come back is by Machiavelli. The only way that we win is if we come together. That is the only way. The only way that we win is if we learn how to help each other, take care of each other, and share and preserve resources. There is a blackout coming in this country. You want to ask me how I know? Because God told me there will be no lights. There will be no nothing. They may turn off running water, okay? This is all coming around the corner. I'm not here to play games. I'm here to prepare and get ready. This Batman thing is what's going to protect you folks while you're hiding inside. I'm not playing. I'm out here for real. I run these streets. Anybody feel any way about it? What's goody? You understand? It's different. So I'm going to say this again, right? This is why these folks, they want to talk about these illegal organizations, right? They want to talk about the other folks, you know, that keep making the tabloids. I don't care about them. I don't care about them at all. Not at all. They are nowhere near my power and my power level. They are nowhere near my strength, nowhere near I have no jurisdiction. I'm not worried about them. They don't bother me. They out here, they don't say nothing to me. These military folks don't say nothing to me. In fact, if anything, they wave at me and say hi, and they're all my thing. I'm going to say this again, man. I'm the most powerful man walking the street for real. I'm going to say this again. If Rob Rack were to step up and say and be that much of a man, that would prove a lot to me. And I believe he has it in him. I believe I see things in people that y'all will never see. I think he has it in him. I think he has it in him to help me do this problem, whether you believe so or not. I truly do. I see it. I can see it in his look. I can see it in his face. I think Rob Rack is just a person that literally wants to be loved. That's what I think. And I'm not saying just by me. I'm talking about in general. I think that dude's been through a lot. I think that he's harboring a lot, you know, for what he's been through. And I think he's just a human being going through hell trying to figure it out. And I'm all for him at this point.
As long as he gives me a couch and an open refrigerator,
I have a heart. I see what you
rub his hiney and tell him everything's going to be okay all night.
You see the difference? And that's what I'm saying. What did they go in the chat and do? The same thing. You bank on the same thing. Brother, that stuff don't work for me. I don't have any shame because I'm pure love and it's true and truth and its embodiment. What do I have to be ashamed about? I don't have those issues that most of these so-called women have. That's you. You know what I mean? You operate out of shame. It's quite frankly hilarious. I'm not gonna be ashamed of feel and be a human being and be myself or cry or let it out or be emotional. Like, meanwhile, the so-called women want to feel, do whatever they want, and then much less have an opinion and talk about you. What? Oh, you doing this? You doing that? You said what? You said I'm talking all this what? I'm saying facts and saying the truth. I'm just not here to argue. You understand? Now the truth has changed because he showed me something when we talked. So now it's different. Now the truth has changed. That's a good thing. That's what we're after and what we're trying to accomplish. So I'm gonna say this again. Let's say that you invested. Let me write this down. Batman project, right? Let's say you invested in this Batman project.
Invested in
right?
Batman.
I want to go to Cali anyway, man.
Project.
I want to come through California. I don't care what I got to do. I'm gonna say this one more time, man. All you people who think you're tough and gangster, where's that money at? That's what I want to know. I already proved who the gangster is. I run everything. I have all the power and I have all the equity already. Nobody will ever catch up. It'll take you 8 lifetimes and you'll come close to being financially.
I don't know if you caught it from the beginning, Frost, but he's got a new outfit on today and he's got a backpack on. And he said, word for word, today is Arts and Crafts Day. I've got my journal in my backpack and I have my crossword puzzles and my pens. It said Arts and Crafts Day. So yeah, he's got a duffel backpack full of shit just spread out by the Coke machine right now. It's fucking beautiful.
And all the money I made and spent, you'll never come close to anyone in this world. So that's number one. Number two, I ain't even worried about that. And I talk to y'all like I'm broke, like I have nothing, right? I'm going to say it again. All you folks that claim to have bread, hey, claim to have money, claim you hustling, claim you working 9 to 5, why don't you take some money to the side and invest in this project? This is the project that's going to protect you. I've been protecting y'all in these streets. What I do, I protect American citizens. Everything has been designed by this corrupt government, the shadow government, the elites, the Illuminati, the Freemasons that I told you I defeated, and y'all want to sit here looking like you don't know what's going on. That doesn't matter to me that people don't want to recognize reality and you can't grasp it. It's happened. It's happening in front of you. I already won. I'm going to say this again. I am who can protect you folks. See the point? Everybody talks big stuff and this and that, but this public is not ready for what's coming. This public doesn't know how to deal with this, and I do, because I've been, the government is who did all this concerning me. I have been standing on business my entire life. I defeated and called out the Illuminati and the Bavarian Freemasons. I literally am the man who single-handedly defeated this corrupt government. That is what I have done. Okay, so don't get it confused. Let me get some water real quick.
Yes, word for word, Red Screen. He said today is Arts and Crafts Day. Fucking word for word.
About what I'm saying.
Just got his little chapstick and a Ziploc baggie.
I think that we need unity. 100%. All across the board. What I'm trying to do is get where I can build a network, just like Tupac. I think a lot like Pac. That's why Pac said, he said, I'm not saying I'm going to be the man who changes the world. I'm saying that I will spark the mind and the flame of the mind that will change the world. He was talking about Tyree Sneed. What we need, man, we need change. And this is what God told me represented what I'm going to bring. And said, choose love. And that's what with everyone I choose love. I've been through the worst of the worst, man. I had the same people who tried to do everything they possibly could. Okay, you know exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, he also just didn't he say at the beginning of the stream? He said he dressed classy today. He's got some fucking used fucking wrinkled up fucking shirt on and a backpack. Fuck, oh
and
God.
Still have
just
love
a
for
mess.
That's a skill you just can't teach. Make sense? I'm telling you, it's just different, bro. I'm not the same as these other folks. We're different. I'm on my own team. I don't have loyalty to nobody but who's loyal to me. I am sovereign. I do what I want to do. That's why I compare it to that depiction. What do they call it? You know, the depiction with Jason Statham and Jet Li.
Oh, okay. I think you're right. Yeah, Rack Street. Here, I'll fucking link it up if. Yeah, he's got some lives on there from yesterday, so we're gonna have to sift through that and see what we get. Here's the YouTube channel. So yeah,
that's why I keep using that, because that's me. That's me. And he tells them right in front of him, one of them lords or bosses or whatever, and he tells them right there in his building, and he says, I haven't betrayed anybody because I don't have loyalty to none of you. You understand? I'm independent and sovereign, and I move like him. I'm the real thing, brother. I'm a walking, living nightmare. We're not the same. See, you got to really understand who I am and what's happened. You don't.
Yep. Here's the video. Yeah, Joey's on there. I scrolled through around the 8-hour mark. Fuck shit. Yeah, you can skim through it. It's in there. Paste. This is the stream he's talking about from last night. So there we go. Thanks for the help there, Blue.
No, none of you know. You don't know me. I'm not some teddy bear. I'm a walking nightmare, brother. That's what folks don't get. That's my job on this planet, because I'm restoring justice and enforcing divine law and divine justice for real. And divine law and divine justice ain't some kind of cute, pretty, sugar-coated thing. My God is a real God. My God is a serious God. You understand me? True justice, there ain't nothing but you got.
It's classic.
That's what folks don't get in this world. You're either one of two things, like Lucas said. You're either somebody or you're nobody, and I happen to be somebody. I'm gonna say this again. If you invested into this Batman project, if you were able to get me where I could operate
Give me
in
the money.
Sacramento, then for me it's a major milestone because then I have expanded. Instead of sitting here doing 18, 11, 24-hour live streams and not getting paid, I'm asking you as a man, can you please step up and help me and everyone else and do what you need to do in a positive way? I'm not telling you what to do. I am not getting on you. I'm just saying, if you would do these things, just like with everyone, everything that anyone else does affects everyone. You could help me, brother. You could help us. You could help all these people.
Wow.
You want to help these women? This is how you do it. Instead of wasting your time every day doing these free live streams, why don't you take this serious? The minute that you can live stream on that other channel, buckle down. I'll go on there and do radio with you every chance that I get. That, you know, given that I have to work and do my own independent stuff too, and my own videos and everything, this is what I do for a living. I will help you build this, right? But if you can go into business with me and work with me and take it serious, and I'm going to give you the opportunity when if I get the money, I'll pay you whatever money I need to get you right and make sure you don't got to worry about money ever again. And that's a guaranteed promise already.
But until then,
but you need to do what I'm asking you, and
come
I'm
up
asking
off
you
the
to just do
goddamn
your
money.
part, which is very simple. Take it seriously. Go to your main channel. Start doing and talking about what we were talking about every day. All we should be focused on. Of course, there's going to be times when we're silent. We're just sitting there. We don't know what to talk about. We just relax, whatever. That's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Every day should be an effort, a valiant effort at that, towards progress. That's how I live my life. Every day I get up, I make sure I progress. I make sure that I'm somehow progressing because, number one, I know it bothers narcissists. I'm a monster. I'm sick with it. Trust me, you have no idea. This Batman thing made me a monster. Boy, believe that. I already Sneed ain't not nice. So I'm going to say this again, right? Take your channel seriously. Start talking about the topics at hand, and we can develop topics just like I'm doing right now. We can think them up, whatever. I can get you rapping. You need to start rapping. You need to start spitting tracks. It's the same one that penguin was offered down here, and that pingy penguin didn't want to rap. If Pingy Penguin want to make up stories and say I took him off of tracks in the past and this, and no, I didn't. I took the track like that. I had to do that, and I told you because the sound of that track specifically was horrible because I had one laptop that was old to work with, and something with that beat just wouldn't come out right. I sat there for hours trying to tweak it and fix it. I don't know where you get off always lying and saying that I'm doing and saying things I'm not, but it's just wrong. I have never done anything but try to help you, Jared. Okay. I have never done anything but try to help you and your brother. Okay. I have never snitched on you. I have never ratted. I have never done nothing but be a good friend and a good person to you. When you needed me, I was there every time. You understand? I don't understand what your deal is and why you can't see past your envy and your jealousy. But that's not my personal problem, brother. That is something that you need to look in the mirror and deal with yourself. Okay, your own people got nothing but love for me. It's obvious and written all over. So come on. So moving forward, like I said again, right? If Homeboy in Sacramento would step up and do these things, we would finally get somewhere. So what are we going to do, Robert? Are we going to keep on drinking and ignoring all of reality? I'm not saying it to be anyway. I'm saying it because it's tough love. I'm saying it because when you care about someone and you actually have love for someone, you're going to tell them reality. This is the same thing I did with all my exes, Robert. Why do you think my exes left me?
This is the
My
gayest
didn't
thing
blame
ever.
me because I did anything wrong. My exes left me because they were no good and didn't know how to love anyone. You understand me?
I love you, Rob. Please marry me.
And hell, I'm lying because most of them I actually left. Even the ones who looked like supermodels, I left, and then the mask came off, and they were losing it and going ballistic and driving like 200 miles an hour and stuff. Oh my goodness, he left me. Oh my sponsorship, my support system, my what do they call it? The Darts One Supply. What is it called? Yeah, their number one source of supply. Always was because I was always the best. That's what people don't get. I've had a great track record with a bunch of people who know how to fail and nothing else. who just wanted to drag me down, and I never gave any of these so-called women a dime. None of them got any money out of me, nothing, because I'm a boss. I don't play like that. You understand? They didn't gain anything from me. They just were trying to drag me down and have me spend my money, which I did, but I still got a lot to show for it, and I still was able to build while making and spending millions. I would call that money. So I'm going to say this again. Take your channel seriously. Do the shows. I can go on there with you and help you. I can teach you how to do this seriously and do it the right way. Why don't we get you to a position the right way where obviously you can succeed and capitalize? That's all I say, right? You want to make money, right? So then, if you can get yourself in that position and then you're able to do what you do and get paid for it and actually make digital money, which is my only point, then we already on the road to success. I had a dude named Conrad back in the day in Dallas. I was doing these little petitions and stuff in front of these liquor stores out there in Mesquite, Texas, and Dallas, and everywhere. We drive around and I have to go door to door to houses. Okay. And I got told all sorts of things standing in front of these little, Rite Aids and stuff, because I'm sitting there with this, petition about liquor, and these people we're in the Bible Belt, Mesquite. And I got told all sorts of things, and I kept responding. I ain't going to sit there and put up with nothing just because this is my temporary job. I love getting in the mix. That's what people don't get about me. I love drama. I love all of it. I just stay away from it because I know me and how I am. See, I don't play no games. I don't do no talking. You understand? So again, and I got a rap sheet for it already. Look it up. It's public record. I got history. Okay, a lot of it. So I'm gonna say this again. That's the difference. That's why folks don't approach me. Anyone who approaches me is silly and ain't thinking, because folks don't approach me because they know better, because they know about me, because they know who I am. Folks know about me, bro. So I'm gonna say this again, right? If you would support me in what I'm building and with this, right? Hold on, because I was going to make another point earlier and I'm forgetting. What was it? Well, let's focus on that first. Like I said, if you can get where you're making digital money, it's a step in the right direction. Then you can make content and actually get paid for it. You understand my point? And that's what I'm saying. All you got to do is fix up your rhetoric, your language, your word choice. And this is the problem, because we have what you call a failed education system. It's the same reason that people are catching life sentences down here in the valley every day, all the time. See, what I am as an activist, I try to help the youth. I try to help these people. Okay. There's 8 million juveniles down here, not literally 8 million, but there's a ton of them that, the system is taking full advantage. That's what this system does. The system doesn't discipline, it takes advantage. And like I said, we have a broken, failed education system in the valley, and it takes Tyree Sneed, not your mayor who's probably corrupt and doesn't care, right? Already. We don't know, but we're guessing, allegedly, right? Not these politicians that don't care and are on these signs, not Noe Garza. None of them seem to care about you, but Tyree Sneed does and is trying to help the youth. Let me get real with ourselves. So again, it took a grown man to come down here, right, me, and put my foot down and say, no, this is the reality. And you have a broken education system, and this is why they're all catching life sentences. This is why they keep going in and out of this system, because you don't care, because you want them to, because you make whatever money through this prison system, and then all the corrupt trafficking that probably all of the politicians are involved in, allegedly, right? Because it's all a corrupt system. And that's why you didn't want me here, and you did everything to stop me and silence me, and I'm still here talking because you're scared. And Batman really puts a stop to all these illegal operations. For real, I really do what I do. Yes, 100%, because nobody else will. And that's what we have to have. We have to have a Batman that supports and protects the public and changes the world. And this is the only way we get these things done and fix the valley, and then I can fix Austin and fix these other cities. Sacramento is probably a great city to do this project in. Let's get real. I mean, you're in a hotel, you're eating a great breakfast. Do you know what I would do for that, brother? I haven't had a normal breakfast in years. Okay? Do you understand that? Do you understand that's why I told you that breakfast sounds delicious? Because I haven't even had a breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. Are you serious? That's a luxury, brother. You're lucky. You don't even know how blessed you are. Breakfast? Good. I
Quote
mean,
unquote,
I
the
might
other
get
day. Let's get going here. Just had me a great breakfast. That was 2 days ago.
a taco, and that's rare. I mean, that's like once in a year. Literally, I had a breakfast taco, I think, twice recently. That was the first time in months to a year. You understand? Why do you think when I went to that church group, I was like, man, this is like amazing because
Got free
everything they
food.
had access to everything. We was eating hotel breakfast every day for a week or a couple of weeks while we did that Oklahoma State Fair. When we was in Kentucky, I was eating all the good food. That's not something that I get to do right now down here. There's been times,
So what
but
do
you
I
know
do?
that
I walk away from it because they wanted me to pick up a piece of trash, and I was beyond that. Fuck that! I'm gonna go walk 3 hours. Fucking
had money. When I had money, I usually don't eat much because I'm spending money. And I noticed that you kind of are going through the same issue, Robert. I pay attention to everything. There ain't one thing you're gonna say or do or action that I'm gonna miss on. You know what I mean? Like, eat, brother. Eat. Enjoy your food, brother. Quit worrying about weight. Don't nobody care about that. You're not that big, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If you want to work out, I train people for a living. You can come do this workout anytime. You bring me out there, I can work with you, train you every day for free if you want. I won't even charge because I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, these are all easy solutions, and people don't get. I'm a life coach. I am a serious pursuing life coach at this point. Not Coach Eli
Says the
walking without a
guy
purpose.
playing in the park with his backpack and his fucking crayons and his crossword puzzles. Life coach, right there.
But a real life coach, right? So my point is, this is what I do. People, this is what I do, sir. Because this is what I'm good at. You understand? Come on, man.
Listen to the cage of that
There's
Coke
people I
machine.
went to high school with, man.
He's
I'm
so
seeing them in all sorts
frustrated.
of crazy situations. I went to high school with Karen Silva. She caught a case down here that's just crazy, just recently. You know what I mean? That's the deal. Like, I'm an activist. That means, like, if I was able to help in some way, I would always still want to help because God is still about mercy and forgiveness. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get money and funds so that I can seek legal counsel for people who are going through what I've been through, right? Which we all know what it is because we know what they're doing in these communities, these bars, and everything that everything I'm talking about, what I went through. I want to help people who are going through the similar thing because it's happening in neighborhoods all across America and it has to stop. This is an evil agenda. I'm telling you, these gang members, they throw up signs that mean allegiance to Satan, just like that Fremont or Rosemont Hotel in Chicago runs that trafficking business that's $1 billion business. I'm not talking about regular trafficking. You should know what kind of trafficking I'm referring to. It has to do with the Connecticut Jenkins case. That's why they did what they did concerning Zach TV. Zach TV is Zach TV. He was a guy who would go to the hood and interview people who thought they were thugged out and about that life. See, me, I'm not Zach TV. I'm about that life. That's why they leave me alone and stay out my way. Are you starting to get the picture here? Illuminati ain't going to bother me slightly. Masons don't bother me. They hide from me and want to type stuff on the internet. Because I ain't Zach TV. See, I do this for a living. I already defeated all these gangs for a living for real. I do this for real. You see the difference? We're not the same. And then I make a career talking on here, and I produce my own little budget off this and talking and God and talking and trying to ask people to contribute and, please help, please contribute to my cause because this is the only cause that's relevant today and matters. I am out here standing up for your civil rights, your civil liberties, every single one of you civilians in the public. I work for you. I work for free, and I shouldn't be working for free. You should want to pay me and want to support me for what I'm doing. I'm sitting here standing up for your civil rights and your civil liberties and doing what I'm doing for you. You understand? There's a vehicle right here just sitting here, but they do that all the time. You can watch and stare. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. There's no
Watching a
fear
man.
here, man.
Yeah,
This
they're
is real
sitting there
talk.
staring
This
at a
is
fucking
history being
grown
made
man
in front of
throwing
you.
a fit in the park by himself.
You know, I like that other dude that was on the panel with me and Rob Brack last night. I think he's a good dude. I think he's a solid dude. I think that's why he supports Rob. You know, I think there's a lot of people that want to support Rob because they see, you know, something in him like I do. They see potential. Oh man, you know, drinking is a hard thing that kicks, man. But when you have stuff to look forward to, doesn't it help? I'm sure when Janet was over there and you were a little preoccupied, the other one, Daria or whatever, I'm
Yeah,
sure that you weren't
Volkanovski.
as focused on the drinking. I mean, tell me if I'm lying. You know, sometimes you got to kick bad habits and kick habits, you know, before they, you know, get out of hand, you know? That's all I'm saying. Feel me? Man, they skedaddle. I mean, I'm just chilling. You know, I'm gonna do my thing, but you Masons to sit and watch me. Like that's the thing people don't get. Like just like that one dude said, right? He said, you know, we have a lot of people present. We have a crowd. We have some friends. I see some friends in the crowd, and I also see some enemies in the crowd laughing. He said, "No, I'm not joking." He said, "There's nothing funny about it." He said, "You don't understand. Like, it would be naive of us to think that we have a crowd this large and think that there aren't some enemies present. Enemy is always near, brother. The enemy is always near. The enemy is watching. The enemy can go ahead and watch. Everything these people have done is backfired. Okay? Everything they want to be going through. These people are already, you know, I mean, they're just going through it. Everything. Any little thought they think towards my direction, God says, nope, blocks it and sends it back in tenfold. It ain't gonna work, man. I got too much divine protection because I'm out here doing God's will, God's work, man. You know what? It's self-respect in me. They gave me a reading on that today. What KRS-One said and what I was teaching in Minneapolis when I was sitting in that Skyway.
We're coming up on 2
Even
hours
that
of this one
respects
here.
purpose, brother.
Hour 56.
That's why I'm
here.
immortal. I'm immortal because I'm doing God's work. The only reason I'm able to stand and get up and move and do anything every day after what I've been through physically, literally, which was surviving the impossible. You folks don't even know what I went through because I can't talk about it on here. I can't say it because it's that real. The only reason I get up every day is because God allows me to, brother. And when a guy doesn't just get up but runs the streets and goes to bat for God for real and really is the enforcer out here in these streets on these blocks, and I do this for real for a living and put in more work than any street or hood legend in the street. I'm a real gangster. I get busy. That's my specialty, getting busy. Yeah. That says a lot. You understand, when a dude who shouldn't even be able to walk down the street does all that. I shouldn't be able to walk one block, brother, or walk down a street. Literally, I shouldn't even be able to get up and move. Real talk. I shouldn't even be able to think. I just went through another one recently and survived. You serious? Every time I have to bounce back, reteach myself how to talk, how to walk. When a person like that gets up and then walks 30 plus miles a day half the time and is Batman and doing the real thing out here, that's a pretty serious testimony, right? One day.
All right, the two incidences he's talking about is one from a month and a half or so ago when he walked into a parked car in the dark staring at his phone. And he went to the fucking hospital for that. The other two was about 2-3 weeks ago when he had to dive into a bush because he got caught in the neighborhood at mommy's house. Jump off his bike and ditch it in the fucking backyard. The third one is he got a little owie and almost went to the hospital because the buckle on his trash can was rubbing up against his rib cage. Fucking pussy.
One day you folks will get it and understand the power of God. One day you're going to understand. That's why when these homies, whatever, I'm worried about y'all. Agents of Satan, bro, what power do you have? I'll rank you in the spiritual realm so much it's unreal. And guess where we're at? It's realm, nonetheless, whether you like it or not, pal. So, like I said, like I'm tired today. My legs sore, muscles probably sore. Like, probably won't have as much growth. I didn't get enough sleep. It's all good. That's how we move every day. Hell, there's been times I barely get any sleep. I mean, all the time in Austin, I would take naps every day. That's it. Stay up all night, all day, take naps. For about 2 years, I barely slept at all. 2 years. Now I'm just getting older, getting tired, and I'm not even saying I'm not getting tired. I'm aging backwards, but I'm saying it's taken a toll on everything that I went through physically because, I mean, I've survived everything. And that's all I was saying about what you said. I was just saying, like, you owe me an apology. Like, you should say sorry and be a human being about it because of what I survived and went through.
Oh, Jesus.
But that's on you. I mean, I could care less either way at this point. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. That's on you. But my point is, and dudes like him, man, like I said, he got a little bit of bread to work with. I don't care where it's coming from. I don't care about none of that. I don't care if it's your family. I don't care if it's you. I don't care if it's your past. I'm just saying, bro, you got money to invest. Look at the difference. Just look at the spectrum. You going to spend it on what? You going to waste it on these women? We already talked about that. They don't deserve it. They ain't going to do nothing to take advantage, just like she tried to do.
And you're not how?
I mean, look at the lifestyle change. If you went from taking it seriously and listening to me and following my guidance and advice, and you take it serious, you're going to be making digital money, your own income. And if you claim you make money however you do, you don't want to tell me about that, that's fine. That's your business, right? My point is you'd have another source of income, and it's residual income. You understand? Like, I'm struggling, but people don't get. I made my first investment the other day. The minute this homeboy helped me with this phone bill, if I get this phone bill covered, because it's expensive and it's every month, and that's what holds me back and ruins everything, and I can't ever progress because of, banking fees and the system. It's always the system holding me back. That's how it works. That's why most people are homeless, and they're homeless and they can never get back up because the system doesn't allow you to. It says, here's a second chance bank account. The one lady made the funniest joke. She was being serious, but she said the funniest thing I've ever heard. And it sounds familiar and it's hilarious. She said, why I need a second chance bank account? I didn't mess it up the first time. Which is facts. That's how most of these people end up homeless. Because of what? Because of the gang stalking program that comes from government that's being implemented. All this comes from your government, just like we talked about last night. They put all that stuff on the street. Oh, I most definitely have a stance against that. But I don't care about your personal habits. I don't care what you do. I don't care what Rob Rack's involved in. Why? I'm a citizen. I don't care what he does. That's besides my concern. I'm not over there anyway. And even if I was, that's not my job. But I'm saying I have a stance against it. I pay attention. Oh, I be studying. I be figuring out who's who and who's doing what. Yes. Oh, I know a whole lot. I know a lot about out here. So what do you mean? Oh, I definitely put a stop to a lot. Yes, I do. And I don't talk about it. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes...
Come on, Joe. I did want to get outside today. It's 85 degrees out today. I wanted to get out and enjoy some of this, but unfortunately, this fucker won't shut up. 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Comes to whatever, like, people do whatever. There's all stuff. I've been around that my whole life, bro. I was around that all through Dallas, everywhere. Dallas corrupt as hell. That's how all these cities run, off of that. All the stuff that the government put on the streets. They're the real criminals. One of the guys is quoted saying that. He said, nah, that they're the real criminals. It's the truth. The folks in these communities, they just do whatever they're supposed to do with it. But the government is who put it out on these streets. Anyone going to talk about that? Let's say it again, man. Look at the difference in lifestyle. You could have your pick and choice options when it comes to the women. You'd be making digital money, build residual income on top of whatever else you got or sitting on. I don't know what happened with this school, but you need to definitely keep going to school and get that together and stay focused on that. Whether college is irrelevant to me or not is irrelevant. My opinion.
You need to go get an education.
I mean, if you're in it, you should do it. I want to go back to school still. You understand? But I want to do it while I'm building and doing everything else. See the difference? See, I never lie and I don't backpedal. I don't contradict myself. My point is, school's a waste of time. College is a waste of time for most people.
You just did.
That's all they want to do.
You got to contradict myself. You need to go back to school. School's a waste of time.
Work while you're doing it. You got to do other things. You got to build. And I'm going to be being Batman, doing what I'm doing. So, that's two different, completely different ballgames.
God, he's insane today.
Completely different sides of the spectrum. spectrum. You understand? Because most folks just sit in college and think, I'm going to get a diploma and get a job. Nah, as a matter of fact, one minute you get that diploma, you're unqualified. And they don't want to hire millennials. They don't want employees that are overly entitled. You can't work with this generation whatsoever. That's what we were talking about last night as well. Millennials, we covered like several different topics, an array of topics
Don't
that
crash,
needed
Rich.
to be covered.
Drive
It was
safe.
real radio. That's why I was impressed with the dude said. He said, this needs to be on television. That's a fact. That's how greatness comes to be. You know, greatness just you kind of stumble upon greatness. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? I mean, right there, Rob Rack and I could be co-hosts for each other and really have a television network news series that people, the whole world would listen to, would actually educate the public.
This is a
Why don't we
2-hour
start working on
blowjob
building
right
that
there.
instead of just sitting here talking about it? Changing lifestyle. See, so now we'd have our own network. We could build our own podcast off this, brother. So you say I don't need to be put on? I beg to differ. I disagree with you
I
on
think
that.
now you have to put me on.
I think you definitely need an opportunity, and I think that I'm it. I'm walking opportunity. And right now, you're an opportunity for me because of what you have to offer. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow. Holy shit.
Just saying, man. You're in a position to help me, man. Just like all of them. Just like Groovy Jimmy. Just like all of them. You know what I mean? I'm one who's going through it and struggling. It shouldn't be. Because the company don't want to pay me right. If they just paid me any normal living
So
wage, bro, pay me an
frustrated.
hourly wage, I'd be straight. This is a lunacy. This is like, it should be a crime what they do. It'll make no sense at all. We're gonna make a couple bucks a day going hard as hell, working harder than everybody and getting more done. You know, like, and it's not wasted potential because I'm still getting it done and I'm building an empire behind the scenes. I just need the money, and God is gonna give me the money. I'll go straight over there. I'll go to Sacramento, sit down with him, have dinner. We could talk, whatever. We could build a whole podcast. I could have a whole studio
Speaking of
rented out.
podcast,
You ain't telling no
smoke 'em
one
if you
where we
got 'em.
at, nothing, or I'll have my own private studio or whatever. That's the thing. I would want somewhere that's like a disclosed location. I watch my surroundings. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust people. You ain't calling nobody. You ain't telling nobody where we at, where the studio's at, nothing. You get in that booth and you record. We do our takes, right? I can produce, or I can actually have a producer come in that I can recruit in 2 seconds. Have a producer. He can mix and master your track, get everything going. You come in that booth and record, and we leave. You see how more effective I do business than like all these rappers put together, than 50 Cent, King Von, Pop, you know, all of them. There's no one coming close because I don't think like you dudes. I think ahead. I have knowledge that comes from my folks and my walk that you will never have. And that's why I'm trying to come down from my cloud of Zeus on Mount Olympus to help you people.
Wow.
Don't tell me I don't care, because if I didn't care, I'd be like the rest of my folks and these folks who don't do nothing for you, and y'all think they're the enemy. They're not the enemy, man. They're not equate to be the enemy. That's what they all say. Oh, it's a system of blood. No, you have a system of doing it to your own. And that's your excuse, and you keep using us as the token marker for, oh, they're bad, they're evil, they're all doing it to us. How? The entire system is diverse everywhere. Every single, supermarket I ever walked into, it, you can see what it is. Any gas station. Then on top of that, any call center. I mean, all the call centers, what? Who works there? It ain't me.
I wonder if he's going home tonight because he's got his backpack full of bullshit. Fucking, he said he has his headphones, which we know is bullshit because he doesn't have them. We've never seen them, nor he only mentions them, never fucking uses them. Yeah, I wonder if he is going to go home tonight. He's got his overnight bag with him.
In fact, I really want, I want all those illegal organizations shut down. That's what I'm pushing for. The call centers are illegal as hell. They're corrupt as hell. They're a part of this illegal network in this country. So it ain't us. Like I said, now it's always been you, right, amongst yourselves, and you hold each other back, just like LeBron James has held this community back, Lil Wayne, anyone who ever signed a 360 record deal. That was part of the deal. They have to, go against their own community. You ain't seeing how the devil's in control here? Yeah, I'll teach you how the whole world works for real. The dollar bill is the root of all evil. There is no argument. There is no debate. It's the root of all evil, right? You can use money spiritually and make it in the right hands. It can be used for good like mine. But the point is, it's still the root of all evil. And it is a fact. Very contradictory thing. It's a piece of paper and it gets a lot done for Satan, bro. That's what the whole point is, for him to divide. And what? Are you going to just keep going along with the plan? That's what folks like that do. They want to just, oh, well, I can see what's coming. I can see the repercussions in the future ahead of me in sight, but I'm just going to continue to drink. Why? That's what I don't understand. Why? That's not what's going to solve the problem. What's going to solve the problem is put the bottle down and quit drinking, and let's go ahead and focus and get this done. Does that make sense? So again, you would have residual income. You'd have a Batman, that can work with you and is actually out there on them blocks. I'm just saying, you want your dream is to be Mr. Mobster, Mr. Gangster? The most gangster thing I ever heard of, and nobody's ever done this, is have a Batman that you support and fund that runs the streets. Can someone in the public tell me I'm lying about that? That's the most thuggish, gangster, most mobster thing I've ever heard of. You understand? Where it's like, any problem you have, all you got to do is tell them, hey, listen, bro, Batman works with me. You understand? That's what people don't get. Like, I'm really that dude. I did bar security for like 7 years plus, bro. The untouchable one. Like, I really do this, bro. I get busy, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, folks really underestimate me, man, because I'm being a good boy. That's all, because I'm being a good boy. Because I'm behaving for now. But I'm telling you, I'm a monster. I'm telling you. So again, you'd have residual income. You'd have your pick of the litter. Pick of the litter.
Come on, Joey, pull out your crossword puzzle book. Let's do a crossword together.
Right? I mean, how many more women can you, try to talk to and all that, or better yet, would holler at you if you actually work with me and help me to build this? And you'd already have residual income built, right? Your health would be on point. Real talk, health matters. Your health would be on point. You'd be focusing towards the future.
And that's another reason I asked if he's going home tonight, because he said he brought his crossword puzzle book with him. He's going to be doing crosswords and shit. He's got his overnight backpack and stuff. Is he going to go home tonight, or is he just going to do this all night? Keep his phone plugged in at the Coke machine right there and just stream all fucking night.
These folks don't get after I went through. I didn't even agree of health. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Y'all have no idea, bro. I'm sitting here still going through it, still trying to move forward, and I think it's working a little bit, but it takes time. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes care. So I'm going to say it again, man. You tell me what you want, man. Tell me what you want. You know what I mean? Like I said, I need clients, man. Any of y'all need advice, you need to build a business. I build businesses in my sleep. You need anything built, you come and holler at your boy. You come to me. Like I said, I'll charge you $25 for a 3-minute session, $50 for an hour. We can do that. You understand? Digital fitness is different. $50 for a 30-minute session, $100 for an hour. I can teach digital. I can teach in person if y'all want to actually work out, but everybody seems to not want to work out, which I don't do it. Okay. Let me go over a few concepts here too that I have written down. Number one, like I said, I move with quiet precision. That is number one. What this is about a system of beliefs and programming and freedom, and that's what I stand for, freedom to the people and freedom to believe in what you choose and what you want. That is what America's about. That's what Kennedy represented it. And Kennedy was supposedly trying to disband the CIA, and then that whole shellfish thing happened. And then they made up the magic you-know-what theory that doesn't exist because there was clearly someone on a roof. which sounds very familiar to the Charlie Kirk incident. Are we ever going to wake up, American public? Now, I'm not a dude who's just talking. That's what he expected. He expected a guy who's just talking. Brother, I am the #1 voice and dude in the game when it comes to standing up and speaking and educating and standing up and defeating Illuminati and Freemasons. Nobody else ever did it. Not Professor Griff, not nobody. I am the top dog and the top one that they pay attention to and are after. But see, me, everybody's terrified of. That's the difference. I'm not Professor Griff. I'm not 3 feet tall and look like a mannequin. Just the truth, right? What else here? I don't need to go into all this. This is for me. Convenience, comfort, how that's literally, has nothing to do, doesn't align with success. Pattern recognition, which is something I have a gift with, if you haven't noticed.
What the fuck is
people are like, they can't handle my intelligence. They're just listening like, how the hell is this dude this smart? Because I'm a genius. I've been telling you this for years. So you want to talk about women? Women are silly because, people who are intelligent, they utilize the person who's a genius in front of them to do everything. That's my point. I don't waste my time. You know what I mean? You want to get on my level, then we can go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Stagnation. Got some rap lyrics, rhymes.
got my shapes and my colors, my crosswords?
Need a laptop. He can help you with all this. I need a laptop, then I can start actually recording music. Get a laptop, you get this phone plan paid that's like $55, $60. Personally, I'd like to get some new clothes too, some more clothes, right? I'd just be collecting clothes now.
Clothes collector.
My clothes are beautiful. If you saw my shirt, it's like I don't know, one of the top brands. I want to get where I can order these gas and electric engines and get somebody to show me how to put them on, and somebody that will put them on for me on the bicycles. And I got 7 bikes in inventory and I need them all fixed. Like, all this stuff costs money. It doesn't cost that much money, but it costs some money. I'm not really concerned about getting all that set up here so much.
That's a good question, Blue. Has he covered the investment portion of the journal entry yet? No, he has not. It's kind of one of those things where he said he made this investment a couple days ago. Yeah, started investing again. He hasn't mentioned what it is. I think because he had his eyes on a phone charger at a pawn shop the other day, and he's like, guy wouldn't let him use it by himself. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back and let me think about it, and I'll come back and maybe get it. I think maybe he bought a fucking or stole a phone charger, kind of like how he refers to and at that other thing for $100, which he means his air mattress. He won't ever say air mattress, so we'll never find out what that investment in. I think it's a phone charger. Speculation.
What I need is like an electric bicycle, an electric scooter, #1, and I still don't want to operate here. I've already won in the valley. I want to get the hell out of here and operate somewhere else. So like, I would want to do that, like make a move to Sacramento if somebody can help me get the bus ticket, have somewhere to actually go and stay, a couch to sleep on, a bed. I don't care, dude. I slept on the floor for years. Okay, you have no idea, man. So I mean, I want that. I want to be, and then somebody say, now you're in Sacramento, or now you're here, wherever, and now let's get you an electric bike that you have access to and you can actually use. You see what I'm saying? It's the difference between staying in a hotel, and I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying in general. I've been in the position millions of times. Difference between staying in a hotel and merely existing, like I used to and we all have done, and staying in a hotel and being Batman. You see the difference there?
No.
I need an electric bicycle, whatever. I need a bat pod is what I need. I need something very fast and very quick that I can adjust and move, right? And, that's the thing. It costs money, If resources get expended, you got to have money to turn around and buy another one. You're not just going to keep buying one and wasting money. Obviously, mine, I have fixed it like 2-3 times, bro. All sorts of stuff happened to it. I'm really Batman, bro. The bat pod went through hell. It was strong. That thing was built like an ox, and I still got it. It's just a wiring issue, and it can be fixed with money, I'm sure.
Or a
Okay?
soldering
So,
iron.
you know, that's the thing. These folks want to
And
watch me
simplest
worry about
knowledge
what I'm
of how
doing, and they don't
electricity
like
works.
seeing me win when they're the folks who should be paying me and supporting me so I can get me a new bat cycle. Right. Other than that, I know the cape is going to be made out of different materials in the future. Everything is going to be proofed and protected the right way. Like I said,
See,
Sacramento
actually have
probably
that
has some
written
different
down.
places too. They have
Insanity.
different elements that I can incorporate for the bat suits. All right. I got more than enough areas, outdoors and indoors, where I can utilize and use them to move around as Batman. I'm going to have hideouts, bat caves. I've already got a lot worked out. Okay. A lot of resources I can use. I want to expand that in different cities and states. You understand? You see how we talk. We use our gift of gab to try to make money and come up on money the right way to try to get sponsors. I need sponsors and I need investors. If anyone out there wants to say they're a businessman, how are any of you businessmen if you don't want to invest in me in this project? This project has
Oh,
a
a good
future
businessman.
that's worth billions upon trillions of dollars. It even came out in the readings. You got divine confirmation. It's going to happen regardless. It said, I myself, Tyree Sneed, am going to help this company make hundreds to millions of dollars. I don't know if it's this company. I don't know if it's a company that's going to sign me, but somebody is.
Wouldn't it be great if he has sketches in that journal of fucking what his goddamn next bat costume should look like? I'd love to see that too.
To be a company based in Cali.
The
That's where a
journal's
lot
like
of
the
these
Holy
companies
Grail.
are. And see, that's the thing I just remembered too. You got all this corporate structure and companies in Cali. Even though I'm the guy who single-handedly is dismantling everything, right, and stands against, all of it, the point is I can still utilize their own system to win, just like I'm doing with this. Yeah, I don't care about none of this because this ain't me. This is me using the tools that they offered and their own system and turning it around to win. What's my point? Let me see here. I have provided my own budget this entire time. Red pill. Red pill, Sarah. 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 I have studied you, Red Pill. You're a very interesting creature. He is. That Red Pill is a very interesting creature. He's very interesting in that chicken
Jesus.
house back at that time.
Chicken house.
Red Pill is another one that we will try to help if we can. That boy definitely needs some help. We will try to assist and help, but he is very disgruntled about my success. That's the thing. These folks want to say, "Oh, you said this. You mean because I talked?" I respond, "Of course I talked. You're talking. I'm allowed to talk back." See, it's a problem when I respond, but when I talk, all of a sudden it's a problem. Come on, man. Can't be serious, man. Like I said, there is too many illegal organizations funding all this stuff. Okay, I was looking at different countries too. I'm doing research about Haiti. I'll go over there too and help. And Haiti, it's serious. It ain't no joke in Haiti. Haiti is for real. Like Haiti, I got to be in the suit the whole time, and I got to be able to move and have resources. This is what I do, brother. Do you not understand what I do? Do I really need to spell it out? Do you understand how real this is? Do you understand I could do this in Africa? Do you understand what I do?
Riding
I
his bike
show up
through the
for
sand.
real and I win. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter where we at. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter anything. I'm going to win. The real thing. Makes sense? Because I need to free the people of this world and help people and gain freedom. And Haiti is another place I want to eventually operate in and work at. And I want to free all the people of Haiti from what's happening.
Free Haiti!
That requires a real stand because trust me, they're ready. There's a lot going on over there, okay? And we all know who really runs things over there. And it definitely ain't no government or corporate system, okay? It's these dudes on the street, man. Same thing is kind of happening.
Remember the movie Serpent and the Rainbow? The zombie movie, fucking wasn't that in like Haiti supposed to be or something? I fucking Forgot what that was. That was like late 80s film. That was a good movie. Serpent and the Rainbow.
America and this thing, they're trying to use this military industrial complex, right? That I already defeated, right? That's who did all this, right? And they're trying to use that to act whatever and this and that and these other organizations. Man, it doesn't do nothing for me, man. These folks are very soft. Like real talk, like you understand, they have a lot of rules to follow too. That's the thing. This stunt you pulled in Minneapolis was the silliest thing you could do and silliest mistake you could make. What do you mean? Yeah, now there's judges already talking about holding them accountable. Yeah, you real smart. This is the problem when people want to chase power but aren't ready to have power. And what happens is they end up catching long, lengthy, or life sentences in prison because they do act out of character. So this stunt that they just pulled with whatever happened with this guy who had whatever career he had in you know what field, right? And that was because one of them they harbored some kind of resentment because they had a run-in with him earlier and he addressed him. Like this is the thing: American citizens are going to continue to address whoever. This is our country, and we're here to protect. Okay? It doesn't matter. We're here to protect this country. You understand me? Okay? So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, oh, you knew what you signed up for. You knew what you were doing. You knew what it was. And your actions dictate everything. You understand? See, if you would have just, been respectful, right? And done your job correctly the right way, right? Now the judges in the courtrooms are going to have to step in because they're corrupt too. That's why they were trying to allow it. What they're trying to do is bring what here in this country, and we're not going to allow it. It's just that simple. Our freedom in this country in America is non-negotiable. It is not going. You understand? It ain't happening, brother. No matter what you say or what you do. This is a free country, and it will continue to be free. And that's why it requires real Americans like me to stand up for real. And tell you actual reality, homie. You understand? We run this. This is our country. Who is you? What are you talking about? Real talk. So let me see here.
He's
got all
lost
the
his
other
shit.
politics I've already gone over. How all these people want to keep turning to and saying, and even though they do nothing for them, they don't run anything down here, and they say they're tough, but all of them are Soldier Boy running tell-ons. Yeah, the entire family is Soldier Boy running tell-ons, but y'all want to keep on repping these people who've done nothing for you.
I'm
and
having a
literally
beer.
Who does it to their own community?
Fuck
It's
it.
the craziest thing I ever seen. Like
Drink 'em
I said,
if
they
you got 'em.
support their what? Yeah, y'all root for the enemy, man. Come on, man. Crazy.
Happy Friday.
Ha! I just came across it too. Does he have a job yet, Mr. Rob Rack? I don't think so. Man, you and Cali too, bro. That's another thing you should really just try to look into. Like, there's no pressure. I get how it is. Like, you don't want, to feel any pressure, but like, I mean, you're in the middle of a mecca. I would try.
You need to come off
You
that
gotta
money.
hire you someone, man, if you really try. Especially you should have a pass to work. Like, seriously, I mean, being legit. Like, that's the truth. You have the privilege and entitlement now. All that changed. I don't know if it was ever there. It wasn't for me, but I mean, if it
2.5 hours,
it's
folks.
not the same now. You have that. You can definitely get a job, bro. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. And it would help. It would help to gather resources. You see what I'm saying? If people work together, if him and I work together, we can build this. If I had the right partner or right woman with me, which I hope she's coming and on her way already. If not, you should be, because I've waited 4 to 6 years now. I mean, and you can build with me and we can build this. But I need someone to build this with. And, it's got to get done. And I would, much rather do it with a girlfriend who actually loves me and cares about me. So Reading and Download came out today that they're coming and that I'm going to have somebody truly loves me out there. I don't know if it's Christina, what I think, I hope, but I just don't know what's going on with that whole situation.
The way I visualize it, the inside of the notebook is a visual representation of insanity. Is the movie A Beautiful Mind? Who's fucking in that? Russell Crowe, when he's in college and he's in the courtyard, he's looking out all the pigeons walking around, and he's doing algorithms with marker on the fucking window doing the math equations of the predictability of where the pigeons are going to be fucking walking. That was fucking great. That's what I visualize his fucking journal as.
That's why it's, I just wanted things to
be fair.
It was a
great movie.
Let's see. South Central Compton. Oh yeah, Compton's out there too.
Nowhere near Sacramento, asshole.
All this stuff, bro. Oh yeah, what your neighborhoods facilitate out there in South Central Compton and all those places. This is why you have all this entire system is demonic. This entire system was designed. Why do you think they put most of this housing in like four-cornered rooms? Because they're preparing everyone for prison and jail. Why I don't have any respect, because I see folks that want to live that lifestyle and pretend, and they in and out of jail and prison, and then when they get out, they go into a four-cornered room that's just like a jail cell. I mean, you're not strong, bro. You're taking bait, and this system is just doing it to you, and you're acting like it's cool. You're glorifying it like, oh, we repping something, we about something, and then to be the folks too that ain't about nothing, bro. Like, yeah. Like, you gotta stop that, bro. You gotta get real with yourself at some point and understand, like, what game it is. What's really going on here? It's getting real cold now. I'm about to put on this beanie. Let's see.
It is currently 61 degrees.
Yeah.
This feels like 59 in Brownsville.
It all stems down to these legal organizations. That's what it's about. The thing is, when you have, I caught my pen, I got reflexes like a cat.
Caught my pen. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. He's banging his fucking pen on the fucking Coke machine. That would have been great if he dropped it inside the grate. You can get your hand through there, but if it went too far, that'd be awesome.
Come on, man.
He did.
All right, come on. When you have a civilian like me that stands up, it's a very powerful stance too, because being a civilian comes with a lot of benefit. That's the thing, like I said, these people who are tied to these different groups and organizations, they're tied in. They can't really get out of it, and they have to follow the rules, and then it puts them in a position where they're definitely not above reproach. If anything, they're under a lot of judgment and scrutiny, especially publicly. That's the thing. This stunt that y'all just pulled in Minneapolis was silly as hell, bro. Like, I don't know what you was thinking, bro. That's the problem when you just, you just giving jobs and opportunities to people who don't know how to do them. You feel me? That's the truth. Tell me what I'm lying. Folks is just power hungry, man. That's what it is. You got folks that power hungry in all these positions, and I study all of it. Like, when I put that video up today talking about Bruce Wayne changes entire infrastructures, y'all want to act like I'm playing. I'm not playing. I did it here. There's less corruption here because folks are scared of the Batman. Ain't that hilarious? Because Batman just shows up anywhere. What are you doing? Are you still corrupt? Tell me. Where were the other drugs going? It's the truth. I tell the truth. I'm honest, Abe. I cannot tell a lie. It's really the truth. See, I be joking and stuff, but a lot of truth gets said in jest. I'm gangster as hell. I'm a real thing, homie.
Here, Ledgeview, I'll put it up again for you. Rob Rock's got another channel. This is the interview. Well, not interview. It's Rob Rock's alternative channel. It's called Rack Street. And there's a long ass stream in there. It's around the 8-hour mark. Here, let me post it. Right here's the link. It's around the 8-hour mark where Joey's up there. I haven't listened to it yet because we've been here for fucking 2 hours and 33 minutes. So, yeah.
Well, like I said, come on, Rob Rack. Oh, Rob Rack, said Rob Rack,
Rob's
Rack, Rack.
backpacks.
I like the guy. I don't have nothing against him. I like him.
I got a
I
rocket
think he's
piss.
a good dude now that I had a conversation with him. I never, like I said, I just never could talk to you. Every time I tried to talk, you wouldn't let me on and you keep playing games. I mean, what do you expect? You know, I have patience levels. I'm human, you know, but no, I talked to him. I thought it was pretty cool. I'll see if he goes live today or not, you know, but that's what I'm saying, bro. You know, I just want to work forward every day. I want to progress with the people. I'm not, you know, like it's just like down here in the valley. Like I've got nothing but try to work with everyone here. I want good terms. I want good relations. Bad relations means bad business. You feel me? I want to be on good terms with everybody in the valley. That's all I've tried to do. And that's the thing. You got other people and other parties trying to throw a wrench in that. And my deal is I don't like when folks take bait. You know what that means? That's what these league organizations do. They bait. That's what trolls do. They bait. And folks just be taking the bait. That's what get me in a mood. Like, why are you taking bait? Like,
So I wonder if that's why he brought his backpack with him today with all his fucking overnight crossword puzzles and headphones, he says, and fucking pens and journals and bullshit and clothes and hoodies. That he's hoping Rob Rack goes live again so he can stay in the park or whatever it is and just live stream with fucking his boyfriend all night.
not see what they on? You can't read intention?
You're welcome.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You got to think for yourself, man. I can't think for all of you, bro. Like, if somebody talking to you and they saying something that ain't positive, period, a normal person gets away from them and quits listening to them. Like, what? Feel me? It's just crazy, man. Gotta get real with yourself at some point. See here. Who is this? Y'all see what going on, right? You see what's going on with every one of these celebrities. You see what's going on with Ray J. They doing it with Ray J next. They've been doing it. They did it with King Von. They did it with that other rapper from New York with the Woo. The Woo. I said the Woo. Oh yeah, I heard Big U got federally indicted too for what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Is anyone going to talk about that? When I talked about Nip and said the truth, people got in their feelings, right? All these evil folks, but then they didn't stand on their position. But Big U, nobody is saying anything to Big U. See how it's convenient? It's convenient. It's always fake outrage. See, when it's one of them, it's okay. When it's from a different group, it's okay for them to do whatever. But Big U, I believe, just got indicted for what happened to Nipsey Hussle. That means that he clearly was fully responsible allegedly, but it's pretty clear, right? So come on, man. And that was clear as day because you got that video of him trying to make jokes and make fun of it. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew it was something like that. I think it was pretty clear since day one if you just pay attention. The same thing happened with Maserati Fox, with the feds. The feds are who did that. CIA, I believe. Feds. They put a battery in the back of this fake rapper named Domination, who is not a street dude and not tough. He weighs like 50 pounds soaking wet. Okay, this is where I come in because folks don't get it. Like, that's the deal. Like, I'm going to be on these blocks actively as Batman. Like, come on, homie. Like, come on, bro. You don't get it? Trust me, these fake rappers can't hold a candle to me, man. Come on, bro. So yeah, that's what happened. And then he was working with Rick Ross because Rick Ross started as what? A corrupt CO informant. I'm gonna tell you something else. Every CO that I ever met was corrupt. So you can miss me with these lies and nonsense and acting like anybody's justified or a good person. Okay? Real talk. So again, yeah, Big U, and these are all notes I had ahead of time. I already knew that Big U had involvement in this. It was clear as day. Jeezy ran and told on Big Meech. Y'all never want to talk about that. Jeezy was a federal informant since day one. Blue Da Vinci is another one that I 100% believe is a federal informant. Pretty much anyone in Hollywood is a federal informant. They sell their soul. They're backed by the feds, and the feds lie to protect a false image and use narc perception. And that's my point. With a person like Rob Rack, he's concerned with narc perception when you should be concerned on the results and how much money we can produce and what we could actually build here. You understand? Why make something look nice and shiny on the outside when it can be nice and shiny all around on the inside and the outside? You feel me? So, yeah, Blue Da Vinci, another one, federal informant. Every single one of them. If they're in the rap game and they're really in the music industry, they're a federal informant. See, I have nothing to do with music industry. Have always been, like underground artists, real thing. I don't deal with the industry, and most of my music is what? Talking about the industry. You understand? You got to know who's who. Rob Rack did mention a book that's very relevant last night in our conversation. So I guess he was saying, when he said, I already know, like he knows the direction that I'm in, but you definitely don't know what I know, Rob. I mean, I have more knowledge than anyone in the world on this. I devoted my entire life to this. I even have a tattoo on my forearm because I'm literally the soldier for God. It means I'm a warrior for God. And it comes from the mummy. Right on my forearm, I got that same exact mark. You understand? Because I was taught that you have to study your enemy and learn your enemy to defeat your enemy. So you may know what I'm on, but you don't know what I know.
Cannabis got
There's
it.
a
What
lot
up?
I know that you don't know. There's a lot I could teach you, believe it or not. And some folks can't get past their ego and understand when they meet somebody who's on a different level. And again, it's not about ego. It's not about trying to be anything. It's not about a competition. It's just about, if I have somebody in front of me who's smart, I want to learn. I can understand that it would make someone feel any way. It might make me feel some way if I had someone like that, in front of me. I don't know, but I'm just saying, you got to get past it. I'm not trying to one up or anything. I'm trying to teach and educate and help you to put you in a better position and put us in a better position. You understand? WAC 100, same thing, federal informant. Okay. Big U indictment was clearly going on already, I think months ago. Might have been a separate indictment. Yeah, I think that was a separate indictment. So they were looking into it. So again, the feds have investigated pretty much every matter that's been discussed on No Jumper. And then you got to do like Groovy Jimmy discussing No Jumper, and you're going to tell me that he's not an informant as well? You have to understand what's going on here. I want to know who sold their soul and who's an informant. Rob Rack, I hope you didn't. You don't really seem to be that kind of guy to me. You seem like someone who kind of stand their ground. So, Groovy Jimmy
Big
didn't. I'll
strong
tell you
man
right now,
that I've been
Groovy
looking
Jimmy,
for.
if he's
Yes,
not an
boss.
informant,
2 hours and 42
I would be
minutes.
surprised.
He hasn't
I'm
taken a
pretty
breath.
sure he would turn informant within 5 seconds. You can just tell by looking at him. That's Soldier Boy.
Yeah, cannabis. I have here's the link again. If anybody wants it. This is the one with Joey on Rack Street's channel, Rob Rack's other channel, whatever. I'll have to go back and take a break once we're done here and stream through that.
I want to tell him if I ever see one. What they all do. They all work out plea deals and take plea bargains because they get scared of the time. Same thing Tupac talked about. So you want to act like I'm just talking about this. I lived it, homie. I've been through it. See, that's the part that's different. That's what folks don't know about me. Yeah. I ain't never told. I ain't never had to run and tell. We're never nothing. I'm a gangster. You understand? It's different.
I'm staying overnight in the
That's why
park.
it's hard. That's why it takes stress. It takes going through a lot. It ain't easy. Hell, but what I was going through too, hell, can't be serious. But yeah, it's all just puppets. Oh yeah, WAC 100 I think worked out a deal too recently because I believe he had a warrant out for his arrest. Did y'all know that? There's confirmation proof of everything I'm saying. Yellow Beezy, I don't know what's happening with him. I don't know if he's still performing or what, but if so, he as well is a federal informant and clearly took a plea bargain and a plea deal, copped a plea. So, and I don't know why he's trying to act like he's tough. Everybody in Dallas acts like they're tough. Dallas is not really that tough. It's all fake. It's a lot of lacking and, being devoid of things like, there needs to be a lot more, just, I don't know. My point, you know what I'm saying? My point is, Dallas is a joke. Nothing comes out of Dallas that's good. Dallas doesn't produce anything. I'm
So
sorry. It's just a fact.
his point
Like, I
for
like Dallas. It's
this,
all right.
Dallas is a
People
joke.
there are cool. Some
Got it.
people are good people. But that system is broken, and I experienced it firsthand because I lived for years on and off in the bridge, the actual shelter there, and it's worse than any prison. So you need to look that up and do research. I saw and watched all sorts of things go down right in front of me. Right? I mean, come on, bro. I held my own in there, no problem. Okay, and it was a lot. I mean, we couldn't even eat breakfast without some crazy gangster stuff transpiring. So you can't teach me nothing about the street. You can't teach me nothing about reality and how it works. And I'm like everybody. I'm not above anything, you know? It's just reality, man. It's hard, Life is hard, but you got to keep pressing, And that's the thing. I do have more willpower than anyone, and I keep going no matter what. Let me see here. I'm going to stand up for what's right no matter what. Just I don't care.
Ah, fuck it.
L.A. Reid, that's another federal informant, I believe. Yellow Beezy has been through a lot, though, from what I'm hearing. And I got actual statistics here and numbers. Um, that's the thing, bro. When you're a rapper, you can't be playing these street games, homie. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help build your future career. That's the other thing, And Rob Rack has actually said that, I believe, before. You're going to figure out I'm a genius because I listen. How do I even remember you saying that? I think he said that. He said, if you're a rapper, you got to sing and rap. He said that not too long ago recently. I listen to everything, bro. Yeah, he said, you're going to have to quit that street stuff. You're going to have to just be a rapper and sing. That's the truth. That's how it should be. It's not really how it goes. Like me, I've been a rapper and I was always in the street. But, I'm not signed by a record company. I do it independently, and I'm a real one. So it's different. I'm going to be me regardless because you have to be. I have to be street involved. There is no getting away. When I had over $300,000 in the bank, I was more involved in the street than ever. I think the bail for Yellow Beezy was like 750,000, and they lowered it. So you notice the system keeps on taking advantage too, and they lower these sentences and lower the bail. They adjust the bail for certain people, like they just did for Gervonta Davis. Tell me when I'm lying, Because they don't care, but you want to make a big fuss and have fake outrage and pretend when it's someone else. When it's other citizens, you want to make a big deal. But when it's Gervonta Davis, it's okay, right? It's okay that he literally has been a repeat. You know what? That's just perfectly fine, right? See my point? That boy was driving around Florida, ain't no problem. They had no problem finding him. He just thought it was all good and was just driving around. Like, you could tell Gervonta Davis, he's a little bit behind on everything. Like, it makes sense too with his career because all of them can't really think anymore because they've had all these different matches. Yeah, because somebody quick, when they're on the run and they're an actual full-fledged fugitive, they tend to at least leave the city if they're smart. Listen, Gervonta's like Floyd. Floyd Mayweather can't even read a book.
Scratch, Luca, what up?
He can't read. The dude can't read. And this is exactly why when they tell you, oh, well, you're too old. I'm aging backwards. I could go into them circuits at 40-something, 50-something, 60,
Yeah, drive
even
safe, man.
70, and still dominate. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'll probably be in better shape and even bigger and stronger the older I get. I'm still developing. I'm a late bloomer. So no, I've been through way more than them physically. I'm a walking miracle. So it's crazy that I can think quicker than folks who should be way more on point, first of all. But I've also saved myself somewhat because I don't do that for a career. Does that make sense? Because once you get in there, it's different. That's the thing. Once you step into a ring, you're in that ring and you got to do them 8 rounds or whatever, and go through the whole process and be there that long. And you get winded and you're tired and, there's a guy right there going all out. And that's the problem is you can't get away from it. You're in it and you got to get through it. You know, it's a commitment, and that's what folks don't understand. It's a commitment, and then what you have, you know, I
I
think
think pretty
Anthony
much
Joshua just
most of
didn't
us
respect the deal
understands
that
how
was worked
boxing
out, which was
works.
illegal and corrupt. All of it really is meant to be fake, and I just think dude's ego gets the best of them, and they make it real. That's what I think. I think Anthony Joshua, I think what he did was, you know what, move 100%. You know, so I mean, still doesn't make it necessarily real. You know, I think it's just someone taking advantage because they're in their ego. I mean, Anthony Joshua has a lot to prove and feels some way too.
Shut up, Joey. Scratch Lucas says it's snowing a lot. And, I can't deal with snow. I actually probably deserve this because it's 85 degrees outside today. And I've been stuck here for 2 hours and not stuck, but you guys get it. 2 hours and 49 minutes of this guy that hasn't taken a breath of air yet.
Because of that other dude, because he's taken a lot of losses. Anthony Joshua was never a winner or a champion. So you didn't prove any point with this. You just proved that, whatever, concerning a YouTuber, bro, he was always a YouTuber. Jake Paul and Logan Paul, like I told you, this is what I said since day one. Everything I said has been proven right, correct? Every prediction I made has been proven a fact. Jake Paul and Logan Paul have always been and will always be just mere YouTubers. They are not boxers and they do not belong in that sport. And I told you this, okay? You can try to beef someone up and get them to look big. I mean, where's the muscle definition? Where's the actual real training? Lifting a couple of weights and moving a little doesn't make you a professional boxer, okay? This stuff takes years of cultivating. Bruce Lee looked thin like me, okay? These monks and stuff train their wrists, their forearms, and their fingers where they can do push-ups with 2 fingers and lift a whole body in the air with 4 fingers, with 2 on both hands. You can't be serious, bro. This takes conditioning. This sport is not meant for just regular people and civilians and YouTubers, and you just got proof of that. And now Jake Paul's entire career and everything is completely ruined. And they don't care. That brother doesn't care. He just looks at his brother like a cash cow. That's how Logan Paul looks at Jake Paul. Again, I defeated the witches' covens, defeated male and female, defeated the Freemasons, Bavarian Freemasons, defeated Illuminati, defeated all the satanic, demonic plots of all the gang stalkers, right? And like I said, Christina had talked about that we were over 18.1 million, I believe last 18.8 million. And again, Christina, if you can you please just send like $1 or something and say I love you and I'm real? That would be nice. All I'm asking, because again, I have no idea what's going on, and it's disrespectful to me how it should be, because I can't think of anyone else who's ever been like that I've talked to. We've talked on the phone. I know she's real. I know she's a woman, right? That's what I'm saying. The stuff they were typing in your chat, Rob Rack, is all just made up hippity hoopla. That's what folks do when they jellyfish, when they're jelly. Correct? Finex. I literally got notes here, bro, where it says like about 5 days walking 30 plus miles. So like there'll be weeks on end, months that I walk like 30 miles almost every single day. Give me a round of applause on that. And then it says that day I biked like 30 plus miles on a bicycle. Da, da, da. Getting stronger and stronger, signifying which bicycles can be used with the cape and which can't, which is really not too many of them at this point.
Jesus.
That new cape is a better material, though, because I noticed even when it got near it, it didn't get caught in it. And I tried to explain this to Christina at one point when we were talking. I would love to talk to you. Like I said, I want to talk every day, but that's the thing. It can't be mixed in with anything else. It has to be me talking to you.
Wow.
This is about you and I, not anyone else. Same thing Rob Rack and I were discussing and talking about, correct? Everything has to be run the right way, a certain way, brother. All right, it's already 5:22 almost, so I think I'm going to get going with y'all. Yeah, all I wrote today was music business, artists, investments, and the Batman project.
Let me pack up all my crayons,
That's our focus.
my puzzles,
Let me get going.
my snackies.
And yeah, I got my
Oh, there's my
crosswords,
pen. Yeah, he's doing it.
got my headphones, got my water.
Fuck my ass.
Did what I needed to do. I think we had a great show. We're going to continue it right now. You're going to just have to bear with me for 1 minute here. All right. Hold up.
Gathering his toys, putting them back in his toy box. Oh, this is amazing. And what are you hitting applause for? Did he just forget to end the stream? We're 8 minutes behind on this.
Morals and principles.
No.
Oh, man, it gets cold fast.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, freeze. Oh. So, yeah, like I said, that's my purpose.
And again, it's currently 60 degrees. It's 58. Throw a hoodie on and you're fine. What a fucking pussy.
My point. Like, Rob Rack could help me do this. Anybody who has the bread could help me do this. But again, the morals and principles have to be there. And, you know, the desire to want to head the right direction. And really, God needs to be the main thing.
Don't you love how he's gathering up all his fucking crap he's got spread out in the park there? Is that he actually, you know, if you're going to bring a backpack full of stuff, you're going to sit in the park and do your thing, fine. But, you know, he's crazy. But he emptied the entire contents of his backpack out. He took his crosswords out and he didn't even fucking use them and then had a packet. Such a child. Such a fucking child.
It always is with me. You know, so that's my point. I mean, we have opportunities, we have potential, we have the ability to create our own opportunities. See, what folks won't tell you is when they met me online, when these people came across me online, right? What was I doing? I had over $300,000 in the bank. I was in the embassy suites, right? And having fun and, you know, supporting everyone else and taking care of other people, right? And spending my money on them too. And, you know, they took full advantage and were ungrateful, and it's fine. I don't regret it, you know, but my point is, hold on. My point is, when they met me, what was I on here doing? Do y'all remember? Because I do. I remember very specifically exactly what I was doing. Hold on. And what I was doing was I came online and I was offering jobs to people. Like, I had the money, I had enough, 300,000 is enough to create jobs and opportunities. And I said, oh, hold on.
Confrontation. Wonder where he's going to go now. I thought it was Arts and Crafts Day. We on a full-on hold-up right now. something happened. Hold up. That was awfully abrupt. And we are in a holding pattern. Let's give it a second here. Time is it? 6 o'clock in Brownsville. Where's he going to go? He didn't act like he was going to end it. He just gave us a hold up. Huh. What to do? Please, God, wrap it up, though. 2 hours, 59, 58, 59. 3 hours exactly. Let's see. All right. Well, that being said, I'm gonna keep this up, but I am gonna do this. So yesterday I was streaming, and my StreamYard was acting a bitch, and I don't know why. It was the only part about the internet that was all kind of fucked up. That guy took over the stream while I was going to premiere a new song. So that guy played it anyway for me. That was cool of him. But I'm going to play it here right now. If Joey comes back, we'll switch. Obviously, we'll go right to it. But this is called Backyard Bath Bomb.
Behind the shed, Mom changed locks at boys, stay late instead. Pillow made a lawn chair, dreams. Mosquitoes whisper, self-esteem. I pace the fence like it owes me rent. Talk to the grill like it's heaven sent. Dirt on my jeans, shame in my core. Mailbox judges when I walk past the door. Cold concrete, barefoot truth. Tell myself it builds my youth.
And he has
I'm just free. Backyard philosophy. I'm a backyard bath bomb. Watch me explode under a hole. Set to Arctic mold. They say I'm lost. I say I'm strong. Healing my pain where I don't belong. I'm cold. I'm clean. I'm mostly numb. Watching myself till the daylight comes. Neighbors pretend they don't see me shake. Call it therapy for my body's sake. Walked all night, so scream aloud. Stare down stars like they own me now. Scrub my ribs with dollar soap. Tell myself this is how I cope. Steam from my mouth, pride in my chest. Hose water hits like a true test. Bruises bloom like badges earned. Every bridge I ever burned. If I freeze enough, maybe then I'll feel like someone else again. I'm a backyard bath bomb. Don't look away, cold water. True splashes yesterday. They say grow up. I say I try. Slipped outside and swallowed my pride. I'm cold, I'm clean, I'm barely calm. Standing naked with my trauma. Don't call it rock bottom. It's landscaping hell. Frostbite, hope, and a story
has launched another one. Fuck me.
Once by the hose, once by I'm a backyard dive bomb, taking away cold therapy, washing my sins and spray. I blur the line between tough and dumb, freezing myself till I feel like someone. I'm cold, I'm clean, I'm still not gone. Just a man of hose and the break of dawn.
Backyard bath bomb. All right, he is queued up here. I will admit that. Here we go. We are going live. Perfect timing.
Base 44. Nina just built an app.
A few ads.
Vastly underestimate me.
All right. And here we go. This is called With God, All Things Are Possible. We are live. Fuck me.
And we're right back. All right. So, like I said, folks vastly underestimate me. Right? You have to understand, with God, all things are possible. Okay? Told you, I am going to get this, to the level and degree that it needs to be. I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to make sure it gets done. And trust me, conviction and determination is something that just cannot be stopped or messed with. So I'm going to say this again. What I'm doing here is very necessary. It's very necessary service. I become more relevant every day. It's very relevant to this country and to this world. Okay, what I am doing in my job, my career, the service that I offer.
Thanks for sticking around,
right?
guys.
And just who I am, right? And what I have to bring to
yeah, nigga. He was in a major holdup pattern, so I played an outro song, whatever, to go. And as soon as the song ended, he was already queued up and he went live right when it ended. So yes, we are still here, 3 hours and 6 minutes in. It's a marathon, folks.
The table. So, like I said, folks want to talk. I'm from the philosophy and school of thought that, talk is cheap. I'm about results.
There's a hero again.
I mean, like I said,
nip check.
Like, folks know about me. Like, yes, I'm a very formidable force in the world and in this game. I don't just talk. I mean, I'm the real thing. I've gotten a lot done, more than anybody.
I'm gonna have to roll.
Like I said, made and spent more money than your entire government. Ran circles around the Illuminati and the Freemasons and the whole government, financially too. Right? Everything I've done is 100% real. I'm a genius. Right? And while I'm talking to you and I'm telling you I'm out here trying to network properly the right way and use my gift to gab $1 million mouthpiece to make money, like I said, just came up on $65 more today with what I told you, so I can get that phone bill covered. That's right.
You did not come off it. You still are not sure if he's still going to pay for it or not. He said he might. You're not convinced totally.
I do this for real, partner. Like I said, I'm going to make the right connections and try to get people who support me. They said basically they can't, do anything further or anything else, and that's fine. Nothing I could do about that. It is what it is. You feel me? But that's great right there. That's a come up, $65. That'll help me pay that phone bill on the 5th, and we keep in business and we keep things moving. This is how I go. God provides for me. He keeps me going along the way. At this point, I don't have any help or any other sources right now. So we're going to have to figure it out. That's why I'm trying to network. So let's get it going. Give me a minute.
Hold up. Good fucking God. Seriously. All right, we are in another holdup pattern here. I ain't gonna bitch about it. Figured this was gonna happen sooner or later. Dead air on a current stream. First time in 3 hours and 9 minutes. That's not bad. All right, what do we do? We are in a holdup. We're going to leave it up. And I only played this one once. If he comes right back, I'll just shut the music down. I am not signed off on it myself. It's called Homeboy. And since he's talking about Homeboy paying his phone bill, all right, now he's blacked out. I don't know if it's going to make the cut for Sheriff Songs to Perp 2 Volume 6. I'm just talking to talk because Joey's still alive and we're just sitting here wasting fucking time. Let's go. This is called Homeboy.
With no place to hide.
Homeboy. I think I'll keep it. What do we got? Some other highlights for this next album, fucking from today so far. He's still live, so we're just hanging out. Crossword Puzzle Poverty. That's a CIA one. Arts and Crafts Day. See what we can come up with that. And then The Clothes Collector. I got high hopes on that one. So do I in Crossword Puzzle Poverty. All right, holy shit. We have life, or is he ending it? The suspense is not fucking killing me. What to do? He's spinning. He's spinning. I saw my son's birthday was yesterday. I was on my way to a dinner party and I was driving down the freeway, and the LED board on the overhang, there was a Amber Alert out with the license plate, some Kia they were looking for or whatever. And Joey was talking about rescuing babies the last couple weeks, a couple times, being a fucking an Amber Alert chaser. So I haven't heard this one in a while. Chasing Babies.
Midnight rub, screaming on a rusty chain. Cape caught in the spokes, rain tasting
I'm back.
like
Hey!
shame.
Hold on, Sheriff. Shut her down. Holy fuck. Take a breath. All right. We are back to With God, All Things Are Possible, and we are live.
All right.
Fuck it.
So, like I said, yeah, folks be sleeping on me, man.
Can
Can't
you give
sleep
it
on me,
handy
bro.
real quick?
I mean, I keep trying to tell you I know what I'm doing. I mean, I could do my thing anywhere, man. I've proven that. Well, I've showed up in Austin with practically no money
He looks like
and
he'd
nowhere to
seen a
go and
ghost.
nothing, and built from scratch. That's what folks don't get. I've started over 8 million times, but without really starting over because I grabbed equity along the way because I know how to invest. But like, I've been at a street level so many times. Let's go this way. They're gonna take all day. I've been at a street level so many times, and against impossible odds and so many impossible situations. Look at what I did in Kentucky. Walked 3 hours from that, racetrack, right? After exposing all the truth of what was going on, right, with that church group and that racetrack and all that stuff, walked 3 hours, okay, from Kingsland, the racetrack there in Kentucky, to Lexington, Kentucky, on camera, walked 3 hours, okay, 3 full hours plus, a little more than that probably, right? Hold on.
Hold up.
And I mean, showed up in Lexington. I had already made the call ahead of time because I knew that I needed to find a shelter out there because I was, planning my escape, literally. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much, basically.
It's funny.
Right? So I'm in the middle of Kentucky, bro. Walk all the way to Lexington under highways and bridges and a bunch of routes and places that nobody goes or walks. Yeah, I'm really Batman. And, I get out there, I get to Lexington, and I still got energy. Okay? I didn't go to sleep till like late that night. Like, folks don't get, like, I don't sleep much. I'm trying to work on it, but like,
You're trying to
it's just
work
how
on
I
it.
am. Like, it takes me a while to like tone down and relax because like I'm always on point and
You got the
moving.
human zoomies.
I get a lot done. Hold on real quick.
Jesus fucking Christ. Are you fucking shitting me? What is he on about right now? This is insane. All right, we're completely current. Thanks for the patience, everyone. Trying to do my best. Oh, shit, he's fucking it all up. Trying to do my best just to keep it flowing. They be fucking with the phone.
All right.
Fuck it.
So, yeah, like I said, like 3 hours from Kingsland, Kentucky, right, to Lexington. Went to the shelter, stayed at the shelter. So I'm going through all the, the shelter stuff, the motions in the shelter, go in, get myself, in the system. They got to do interviews with me and talk to me. Like, I'm real resourceful, bro. I had to ask for directions kind of and figure out my way to find it because it was way in the back of Lexington. I walked around Lexington and I was
Asking for
there a
directions
few
is
times, saw
resourceful.
what Lexington had to offer because I started venturing out farther each day. So I'd go and then I got downtown, saw some good looking women and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm paying attention. You know
Look at
what I'm
his
saying?
hair.
Like, went and checked out a couple of things there. And I mean, it's like any place. It's like any city. It's a place I'd like to go back when I have money. I have money, I'll come through Lexington like a boss. It's a cool little place. Home of Charles Wofford. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. And I'm a Wofford. Yeah, I asked people, what do you do out here? And the answer I got was, quite frankly, hilarious. Same thing that I stand against. Same theme all over this country. And Rob Rack talked about it last night and said it best. Like, he makes some good comparisons. He actually can speak and has a voice and says the truth. So now I understand why he does this and why, it might be his calling. His calling might really be to do radio. So I'd like to help him with that. I'd like to help facilitate the environment so he can do that and rap and, like that. He can rap, bro. If he tries, he could really rap. So now if I get my money, I'll definitely travel out there to Sacramento and I'll try to make sure we're on good terms. As much as I know of. I mean, everything I've said and done has been the truth and good stuff and trying to help him, but I'll go out there and talk to him. And, like I said, I'd have plenty of money, the position God's going to put me in. And I'm not going to really be talking about it all the time, I don't think, because God told me to be quiet about it when it comes. But, I'd have money to do what I need to do. And, I could help him and get him going in the right direction. You know what I mean? So, because he may think 20, 30 grand is a lot of money. I mean, that's the thing. I think that he wants to talk and overcompensate. I mean, brother, you're talking like you got millions. I mean, you're talking like you're sitting on 100 grand. I mean, if you are, I mean, then there's no reason why you'd be in the hotel. I mean, just being real. You could do it, but I mean, you could. It's possible. I mean, it's kind of how I used to move, so I get it. It makes sense if you like from the street. So it's possible, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, if you had the money, there was nothing stopping you. You could get a really nice spot, and you could rent it with like room. Like, that's what I'll do. Like, when I get money, I'm getting someplace that looks like an auditorium. You feel me? I want room. Because everything I'm doing is Batman, the world's greatest detective. So like I need rooms just like the feds have rooms, and they've got a lot of space
Rooms.
so that when they conduct their
Like
investigations,
a bedroom.
you know, they
a
have the
bathroom.
bulletin board, kind of like an American Gangster. I want a place like
Living
that in
room.
like upstate New York or something, you know, and in these different places I go, like I could rent, and then I just, you know, do a contract where I can leave at any time, do it month by month, talk them into it, say, look, I got money, but I need it month by month.
It's called
Because I
not
don't know
being
when I'm going to have to
homeless,
pick up
Joey.
and pack up and go because, you know, Gotham needs me. You know, so that's what I would do. And I would live just like American Gangster. I'd just fall off the grid. Wouldn't even tell folks I had money. So when you met me, you wouldn't have a clue. You wouldn't know. And be filthy rich and keep on stacking and building business and making money, building different sources like this of residual income. You know, just like I told homeboy right now, I said, you know, like I just know what I'm doing. I need all the sponsors and investors I can get.
Drink them if
I
you got
need
them.
people that want to back me and get behind me. And it's that simple. It's not about any of that other fake stuff. None of that matters. Again, people don't see it because they believe in the lie of society. They believe the illusion. Y'all believe in all these fake numbers and fake digits. It's all fake. This whole system was designed not to help me. And I took the system, turned it around on its axis, on its paradigm, and I told folks I was going to do this. I said, I'm going to take this system and completely turn it around. These Masons have to cut my checks and pay me, buddy. You don't get it. You don't get how impossible it really is for me and the odds I'm coming up against because you're not awake yet, brother. None of you. You're still, you think you are, but you're not. You're not seeing all that there is to see. To the point, you believe the NBA is a basketball league, and I know what it really is. You understand?
Smoke
Same with the
them, drink
MLB,
them,
NHL, NFL,
swallow them,
all of
whatever you got.
It's all the same thing, and it's all
We're in the
about
middle of hell right now. We're doing what we got to do to get through it. We've been here for 3 hours and 27 minutes on the dot right now. Fuck.
money, how much that system can make money, and then it just gets
I
pumped
think
back into the system.
maybe my
You notice
longest.
every rapper you ever
4.5
knew, every
hours?
fake CEO of a company, like Dame Dash, is constantly broke, bankrupt, with financial problems. The only reason away
Either way, I'll
that
be here
a guy
for
like Jim Jones, a false prophet with the name of an actual false prophet,
till we come out the other end.
would be concerned and worried about Dame Dash is because he's jelly, right? But there's nothing to be jelly of because Dame Dash is broke. He's always been broke. He's poor, bankrupt. I got facts. I got news articles to back up this. This isn't an argument. It's just reality. Dame Dash never had any money. That's why he made up that thing that actually is true. It's just not true for him because he said holding cash is for whatever, which is a fact. You shouldn't hold cash, at least when you're coming up, until you get to that point. When you get up to a certain age and you get to that point, then you should hold cash, and then you should be investing everything you make.
I'm trying to listen or wait for it. I think from the time he ended his last stream, like so abruptly, it seemed like maybe there was a confrontation there, like, or he saw there might be a confrontation and fucking took down his audio and video real quick because that was a while. And then he came back and he had that look on his face, like right here where it's paused, like he looked like he saw a ghost. So I wonder what that was all about.
It reminds me right now, like I told you, now that I got that solidified with the phone deal, right? And there's just a wee bit extra, right? What is it? $10 extra, I believe, because he's a good dude and he wanted to help me.
You're just making shit up now.
Like I told him, like I'm grateful. I appreciate everything you've done for me. And I would tell anyone the same thing. I'm grateful when folks help me because it ain't too often.
Yeah, for 5 minutes,
really never
and then
get
you
any
throw him
help,
under the bus.
ever. That was a rare coincidence. This guy's a cool dude. He's just trying to help. I just don't see everything the way he sees it. And I just feel like, I wish that he would keep helping. You know what I mean? Because it only makes sense. It doesn't make sense to come this far and then say, well, and he keeps leaning towards this job stuff. Again,
What an asshole.
you have to understand something. The wage here is too low. And I told him, I was honest. Always am. I said, I'm trying to get out of state. I want to go to another state, another city where the wages are higher. But I got to have a situation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, folks need to understand how to do business. Like, to help me, it's not really help because of all the money I made and spent. I've never needed help. I needed people to do business with me because I have a service I'm offering. I have a business I'm building. You understand? Like, folks like that could be like, hey, yo, I got these people. I got family. I got whatever. You can go stay with them and talk to him and say, yeah, he's coming. I'm going to pay for his bus ticket. Just take care of him. Make sure he's all right. Make sure he got what he needs and let him run his business. But you see, it keeps being something else because of their quiet desperation, because of the way they want to do things, because of what they're used to. Because you're used to talking about jobs or going for a job, even though you're not working. You see the contradiction? I told y'all I'm going to say the truth, especially at this point. Like, I still got to stand up for myself and stand on business. I'm not hearing the job thing. Like, I'll look into it. It's a waste of my time. This is my job. I'm working 24 hours a day. I work harder than everybody. I get more done than everybody. You understand? I speak publicly.
What up, RTS?
It's always better to focus on your own company. This is what I told them already 8 million times. I have a job, bro. So to get a little money in my pocket to travel.
Well, he was talking, RTS, he was talking about Lexington. I don't know how long you've been listening, but when he was over there with the church group, whatever, each night he said he was going for a walk a little farther and farther, outreach in the town, trying to check it all out. Each night he'd go a little farther. I don't know how you're going to incorporate that into the game, but yeah, I can't wait to play it.
Well, I shouldn't have to make that money to put in my pocket to travel or anything, and it wouldn't do me any good anyway. It won't make enough.
Oh, RTS also too, you got to get a backpack because today out of his mouth is Arts and Crafts Day. When he was at the park, he had his crossword puzzle book. He had a bunch of pens in his hand, and he had his journal where he can make his shapes and colors and draw his pictures and shit like that. So
it won't even make enough.
Throwing it out there.
Get any job out here, and even if it did, what am I going to do when I get there?
Crossword puzzles.
And that time, see, I won't trade time for money. That's what y'all do. I'll do it if I have to, but I'm not in that position anymore because I worked harder than all y'all and hustled for all these years. That's what folks don't get. So when you support me, when you help me, when you donate to me, when you pay me, it ends up putting me in a position that's amazing. And the truth is, it puts me in a position that you will never reach. That's just game. That's how the world works. It is what it is. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, if you can hustle and use your $1 million mouthpiece and talk and produce capital, I talk every day and get paid to talk. Then why wouldn't you do it? You understand what I'm saying? Like folks got to understand, like, all that other nonsense, it don't even make no sense. It's irrelevant. You understand? We winning right here. We getting everything in circulation. I got everything moving. I've expanded. I'm getting everything going. I'm gaining too much ground too quickly, making too much progress for anyone to tell me anything, especially right now. You understand? Like, nah. Like, in your position, like I said, the reason you think like that is because of your mentality. And I'm sorry, it's just the truth. It's millennial mentality. It's because your parents are paying for everything. Your money probably comes from your parents, all of it. And you haven't had to build anything yourself. That's the truth. I appreciate the help, but I'm still going to say the truth. That's why you keep leaning on a job, because you want to keep making it like it's some kind of different situation. And I'm not that. Never have been, never will be. And they know I'm not. It has nothing to do with me. My situation is I'm a CEO of my own companies, which I keep ideas, right? We've done better than everyone. Financially, I outperformed the entire record.
Thank you for the help. Thank you for the help paying the phone bill, but then proceeds to bitch about him for 10 minutes.
For years, right? So, smart way to work smarter, not harder. if I have a gift with talking communication, $1 million mouthpiece, then I can talk and use other folks' money and get them to pay me and support me and donate and crowdfund to get funding to do anything. So if I came this far, it's contradictory. Why would I go worry about wasting my time doing something else that ain't building my own company? That's silly, man. Silly. Much less when it's working and I keep on going and God keeps on providing and finding a way, and you don't get it. This is a road I got to travel. It's a journey, right? Everything is a test. Even Rob Rack said that. That's a fact. Everything is a test, but everything in this life is a test with God. That's what you got to understand. Everything. When you're willing to walk the walk, especially, everything is a test. This whole time has been a test for me. The patience is a test. And I passed every test with flying colors that God gave me. Right. Yeah, I'm in a school with God right now. You understand? I'm passing every class with A+. Okay? You understand? I'm passing the test. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing things the right way. Everybody else, then you got to ask, what are they doing? Because they dropping the ball. They making mistakes. They wasting money. All that is I'm sure the parents probably talked to them and said, you know, I always speak the truth. Tell me when I'm wrong. I ain't told a lie yet. I ain't been wrong about nothing. I guarantee you they probably was like, well, you know, you're helping this guy, and meanwhile, you got your own stuff to pay, like you said, like, you know.
All right. We got a minute left here. He's finally ended it. He maybe ended it. We could be fucking seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here. Shut up, Sheriff, and play it.
Man, that's on you. That's not on me. You know, that's just the truth. It's your own decision. Like, I appreciate it. I'm seriously grateful. You know, like, that's a godsend, you know, doing God's work. You know, that's why it matters. You know what I mean? And you know, it's real. You know, it'll help you. It'll come back and help you later, 100%. But my whole point is, you know, that's all that is. I'm sure they just said, nah, like, you can't keep doing that. That's all that is. Because he was probably like, I need more money. They probably like, where the hell is all the money going? But that means they got plenty of money, so he's good. He don't got nothing to worry about. He doesn't know what it's like to struggle or be in the street like me, or be in a shelter like I've been millions of times.
So he's
Y'all have no idea,
homeboy.
so you never learn anything, so you can't build nothing.
What an asshole.
It's just reality, and they're not used to it. They're not used to someone that's still going to maintain their pride and who they are and tell you reality. All right, we'll be back in a minute.
Oh, please don't do it. You motherfuck you. All right, that was With God, All Things Are Possible. I'm going to try and get the fuck out of here. Let's see. Let's take it home. Let's take it home with Super Homeless. Thanks for hanging out. 3 hours and 37 minutes and 4 seconds and counting. Let's do this. Where to go? Where to go? Sheriff, Super Homeless.
The king of Brownsville streets, they all say. My clothes got stains that won't ever fade away. Mystery marks and crime that sticks around. Folks avoid me like a danger zone downtown. My shirt tells stories of 1,000 meals. My shoes got holes, but they still got wheels. Duct tape holding all my life together. I'm a Brownsville legend in this sweaty weather. I'm super homeless, nobody near me stays. Walking through the heat in a filthy haze. Sweat keeps dripping like a frozen tap. Dirt on my dirt, got no time to nap. My pants are sagging like a tired face. My beard collects what the wind does chase. One man show, but the crowd's not here. Just the smell I bring that they all fear. My head's a nest where no bird would live. My bed's the rain that the sky does give. Invest in soap, that's a funny thought. I'm good right here with what I got. I'm super
3.5 hour, 4 hour streams, whatever. Sometimes, you know, it's almost fun. You think of it sometimes like a challenge. You know, what can I get endure? Like you're waterboarding yourself. You know, it's like, I can take it. I can take it. We can do this. We'll get through it. Anyway, that's all I got. 3 hours, 40 minutes. That's not my longest one. I know people have done longer than that too, but I should take the opportunity to get the fuck out of here while I can. Anyway, chat, thanks for hanging around. It's been a minute. Fuck it. Gonna get.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.